Sha-sha-sha-sha-sha! Darren Flower.
Present to you Rock It Up on CFRE.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Saturday, December 16th, and it's not 1 p.m. like the good old days. It's actually 6:01 p.m., and it is time to rock it up on CFRE Radio. I'm your host, Darren Flower, and with me is a fellow Rock It Up admin, a fellow Rock It Up goonie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That would be
Kennetha Ohini. Hello, Darren. How are you?
I'm good. AKA Karmic Kennetha. I love that name.
Yes.
Now, we are here not to talk about nicknames, maybe a little bit, but we're actually here to host a Blackberry Smoke Christmas special presented by Rock It Up and CFRE Radio, which is broadcasted out of the University of Toronto, Mississauga campus. There's actually, I think, 3 campuses. There's a Toronto, I think there's a Scarborough, I think. Get out the bulletproof vest on, right? And then there's the Mississauga one we were at right here.
Yep.
Yeah, Mississauga, yeah. There's a lot of people listening probably from the Mississippi, but I have Mississippi friends, and I tell them, I don't live in the Mississippi, I live in the Mississauga.
Right.
And proud of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of being proud, I am proud of the best band in all of the land, Blackberry Smoke. You know, they've been at it for, good Lord, probably a little bit over 20 years now. And it's just like they've, you know, they're at a place right now where they're just super popular.
Yeah.
You know, they can go anywhere they go, they sell out shows. It's just, you know.
It's bigger than a cult following. Really bigger.
Well, it's a happy cult.
Yeah.
You know, when
okay.
you think about cult, you think about, you know, mind control and, you know, but this is like a musical thing, right?
Yes.
You know, and I owe so much to the band and also to the fans who turn into friends, right? So I felt that if I do this maybe once a year, I think people would really appreciate this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so too, because shout out to all the people who come so often to see the Blackberry Smoke gigs.
Well, I have friends that literally have been to over 120 shows.
Oh my goodness.
All over the place. In fact, yeah, I got a chance to hang out with them in London, Ontario, and it happened to be Charlie Starr's birthday. It was earlier this year.
Oh.
And I didn't know this, but she took us backstage because Britt gave her passes, and I got a chance to hang out with Charlie Starr. And he knew a little bit about my little music academy, Dandelions Music and Art, and he asked about it. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Like, yeah. Oh, my God.
How awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So I owe a lot to this band because I made a lot of friends.
Yes.
And got turned on to a lot of cool music. And so
over the course of time, you've interviewed a couple of them too, haven't you?
I've got a chance to the pleasure of interviewing Charlie Starr in 2017 in Buffalo on their bus, and Paul Jackson in 2022 at the Danforth Music Hall in Toronto. So I got a chance to go backstage, and first time ever. I hope I get a chance to do that again. Yeah. It was great, and those guys are so good, and that's exactly, you know, how you treat fans and reporters and whatnot. So yeah. I would say that Charlie and the boys aren't just musical role models to me, but I'm a soon-to-be 41-year-old man, and they're just like life role models. You know, because you hear a lot of things about artists, and like some of them are so like not good, but not with this band. You don't hear that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Awesome. So listen, we are here for 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And the first hour is supposed to be about bands that have opened up for Blackberry Smoke or should open up for Blackberry Smoke. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this off hot. I'm going to play two bands that I believe did open up for Blackberry Smoke a number of times. We're going to get this party started with Bishop Gunn, one of my Bishop Gunn and Steel Woods. And those are two of the bands right now that I'm just hooked on. Like, mostly that's all I want to listen to over like the last like year or so. Steel Woods and Bishop Gunn, and I believe both bands have opened up for Blackberry Smoke multiple times. So let's get to a beautiful song from the album Natchez, Bishop Gunn's debut album. They had an EP before this, and it was really, really good. But now we're gonna hear something from Natchez. And we're going to hear the song called Making It. Now, this song, Making It, I think it's tied with the Steelwood song that I'm going to play. And that one's called Straw in the Wind. And with this song, I remember hearing about the Steelwoods through Blackberry Smoke a couple years ago. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to check this out.
Yeah.
And I saw there had videos. Like, I knew the album was called Straw in the Wind, and there was a song. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll start there. I heard the song. I lost my mind. There's something that happens on the guitar, which was amazing. A great interplay between the two lead guitar players. I'll point it out when we hear it. Okay. And I lost my mind because I'm a guitar enthusiast. As you know, I'm a music teacher and, a guitar player as well, too. And, I'm very picky about what I hear. And it hasn't happened since. And before that, I don't remember the last time I was moved to order an album on the strength of hearing one song. Wow. On the spot. I had to order this album, and it's amazing. Straw in the Wind. So we're going to hear the song Straw in the Wind. And I'd like to tell you that Making It by Bishop Gunn and Straw in the Wind are tied in my books. But if I can be completely honest with you, I think I'm going to have to give the nod slightly more to the Steelwoods on this one. But who do I like more, Steelwoods, Bishop Gunn? It's a tough one.
Depends on the day.
Well, I might have to go with Bishop Gunn, but it's a tough one. It's a tough one. So I'll tell you what. Let's listen to some Bishop Gunn and Steelwoods, and let's get to some call-ins. We have people from France and the UK we have to get to.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah, so here we go. Bishop Gunn, and the song's called Making It, and we're going to get into the Steelwoods. And if you like Blackberry Smoke, I think you're going to like these two bands.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's check it out. Rock it up. Woo! We're back. Woo!
Seen home in about 100 days. I can almost hear mama pray for my restless soul. And I ain't made $1, I ain't spent, but where it's going ain't killed me yet. I still get where I'm bound to go. I'm making it, I'm making wrong feel right. I'm making it, and if hell's where I'm headed there, I'm making good time. And most all of my plans slip right through my hands and wind up next to me, broken on the ground. If this bottle was an hourglass, I'd say that I'm about an hour past the minute I should have put it down. But I'm making it, I'm making wrong feel right. I'm making it, and if hell's where I'm headed there, I'm making good time. I'm 100 days, I can almost hear mama praying for my restless soul. He rode in from the west with an eye for $1 to make. He pitched us a sale about healing and oil from a snake. The barkeep, he warned him, but the man did not comprehend how strangers round here disappear like straw in the wind. 2 young but in love when she met him in some northern town. He treated her good till the sun and the whiskey went down. Did the bruise on her face test the patience of all of her kin? Or do strangers round here disappear like straw in the wind? Old Jim runs his mouth when he drinks since his wife passed away. But he's good to the kids and the crops that he sells are fair trade. But a traveling man had enough and took a pipe to his chin. That traveling man disappeared like straw in the wind. Here's what it would say. If you come here with good in your heart, you'll be on your way. Oh, but I'm not the one here who judged another man's sins or made strangers round here disappear like straw in the wind.
Well, those are two real humdingers, let me tell you. Bishop Gunn and the Steel Woods are two of the only bands I care about, really truly care about. And Bishop Gunn called it a day in about February 2020, right before the pandemic. Sad. Very, very sad. Yes. Steel Woods is on album number 4. I think it's called On Your Time. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
But those first 2 albums especially were magical. Jason Rowdy Cope passed away in January 2021, as I was just telling you on break. And he was just becoming my new favorite guitar player. Yeah. And anyways, rest in peace, Rowdy. Let's get to a call-in. We're going to take this all the way to a beautiful country, France. And we're going to be chatting with a beautiful lady, Marie-Christine Piron.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a lovely lady. Hello, Marie. How's it going?
Hello. Hello, my brown sugar brother.
How are you?
Fine.
I would like to introduce you to a personal friend of mine and Rock It Up admin. This is Kennetha. She's a special friend of mine, and she loves Blackberry Smoke, and she's a good-hearted lady just like you. And she's been on the show multiple times, but this is your first time calling in.
Yes, the very first time, yeah.
Oh, welcome.
I'm very excited to have her. So, I know that you guys are 6 hours ahead of us right now. So that means that it's roughly around 12:15 in France and certain parts of Europe. So I don't want to take up too much of her time. Marie?
Oh, it's okay. I'm not sleeping. I'm listening to the show.
Oh, she's cranked on Rock It Up, baby.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Okay. Steel Woods, and one of my favorite songs.
I love it. Right. That's maybe my most important one. But we're not going to talk about too much about the Steel Woods. What I want to know is how and when did you first discover the genius of Blackberry Smoke?
Oh, that was by chance, I was in the streets in Paris, and it was the summer. And it was 2009, and I wanted to go to a record store to buy. I don't know why. And when I came in the shop, I hear a song, and I said, "Who are they?" And I asked the assistant, and he said, "Well, I don't know." He looked, and he said, "It's Blackberry Smoke," and it was Normal Town.
Oh wow!
So I bought everything that day. It was in summer 2009.
Wow.
And that's why Normal Town is not my favorite song, but an anthem for me. It was the very start of it. And now you know my love to Blackberry Smoke. You do.
So it appears that you got into them well before I did, because the first time I heard them was 2014, and it was Ain't Much Left of Me, that beautiful acoustic version that they had. And I just remember thinking, the first time I heard with them, maybe 2010, 2011, but the first time I actually heard them was 2014. I remember this somewhat clearly, and it was that song. So in 2009, you heard Blackberry Smoke at a record shop. And you bought a bunch of albums. I guess by then they had maybe 2 at that time, right?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. What were some of your favorite songs from those 2?
I don't like this question, because when I say, what song do you like? I can't say I like a song. For me, the anthem of Blackberry Smoke is One Horse Town, because everywhere in the world, everybody knows the lyrics, but it's not. I can't say what's my favorite song. There are. I don't like this. It's hard to say, because I don't. There's a song. I love just Blackberry Smoke, and I love all the songs, and it's different, sometimes when I'm sad, I prefer other songs, or I can't make a list, for instance.
Okay, that's interesting. It would take me a couple minutes, but if I had to make up a list of a top 10, I could do it. I definitely have my favorites. I definitely do. Like Fire in the Hole, I would say if I made a top 10 list, I would have to put, and I did. I think I showed it to Paul Jackson when I interviewed it. Anyways, if I had a top 10 list, I would say Fire in the Hole has to be there, and Ain't Much Left of Me has to be there. Do you have a favorite album? One that you prefer more than others?
that's another song. That's
Another
song
question.
I don't like
No.
because they are all different for me.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
They are all different. Maybe the Whirlpool Wheel
Yeah.
because it's more a concept album for me than the others. But I love You Here, Georgia, because there are many songs that talk to me because I'm a little vintage and I am enough old to know. Yes.
Yes, that's one of my
And,
favorites.
And in Paris, the old Scarecrow was really a blast. The song was really a blast in Paris. And we don't have the chance, to see Blackberry Smoke 100 times, like you said before.
Same with Canada. Same with
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you guys get the Steel Woods. They don't come to Canada.
No.
They're not coming to
We
Canada.
have the great chance next year to get the Steelwoods as support of Blackberry Smoke in the European and UK tour.
Wow.
So for me, I will see my two fave bands at the same time, and it's really wonderful, because Blackberry Smoke now, they sold out all their shows in Europe.
Of course.
And they will play in Paris in the best place ever, called l'Olympia. It's very, very famous. That's where the Beatles, Led Zeppelin started, and Led Zeppelin recorded a live album at this venue. And Blackberry Smoke will play there, and for me, it's the top.
I see.
It's the best place ever.
Okay, I'm going to let you go soon because I have other call-ins and music to play, but not just yet. Because I'm going to get you to... Would you rather... And before I let you go, would you rather dedicate... Me play a song from Blackberry Smoke for you to dedicate to the show, or would you rather hear a band that should open up for Blackberry Smoke? If you were
I'd like you to play sometimes, I want to say something, because Blackberry Smoke give me a lot for music, but for friendship, your friendship, and give me a lot of brothers and sisters and a family.
Yes.
I was quite alone, and now I'm not alone anymore. And my real sister, Karen O'Toole.
Yeah.
I'd like to say, Charlie told us that we were realtors now. And I have really great brothers and sisters. And now my life is full of love, and I'm happy for this band. Is very special. I met them many times, in meet and greet, and I was alone with them, and they speak to you just like to a friend.
Yeah.
Not they love you, and they are very special. I just meet one band like that.
Some meet and greets, they won't even look you in the eye. You just, scribble some garbage, get you out of there, like going to some sort of Walmart cashier or something. But they actually genuinely care about their fans, and it's quite evident.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, did you want?
You asked me about a song.
Yes.
And you always forget few bands, and a band just like the Georgia Thunderbolts.
Yes.
They played before, and my chouchou, as we say in French, the Comancheros. They are very funny. So if you could play just one of them, I don't care. But
Georgia Thunderbolts.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
You know what?
Any song.
For you? Yes, of course. I am going to dedicate a song to you, and it's going to be called "Lend a Hand" by Georgia Thunderbolts. Okay?
That's really, really sweet. Merci beaucoup.
You're welcome. One last thing. If you were able to pick a cover song for Blackberry Smoke to cover, what would it be? I think that's a good question.
Yeah. I love, a Black Sabbath song.
Oh yeah, they do War Pigs. They do Fairies Wear Boots, right?
Sorry?
They do fairies wear boots. Do they not?
No,
I think so.
it's got, I'm lost in transmission, you know. I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Blackberry Smoke does the song Fairies Wear Boots.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like them to, before I play Georgia Thunderbolts, I'll tell you, if I could get them to cover one song, Frankenstein by Johnny and Edgar Winter. Done. Beautiful lyrics, too.
Winter. When I see Johnny Winter, I say, it's Darren.
Darren Winter. Next Halloween, I'm gonna dress up as them, okay?
I'm not so much involved into the winters, you know.
Oh, you're more of a summer kind of girl. Better weather. I get it. Anyways, Marie, I love you very much. You're a beautiful lady.
I love you too.
Okay.
And I love all mothers and sisters. I love you all. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bonsoir,
Bye-bye.
okay? Mwah. Love France too. Very.
À bientôt. Bonne nuit. Au
Bonne
revoir.
nuit.
Merci.
Yeah, bonne
Au
nuit.
revoir.
Lots of fun. Okay, so I'll tell you what, we're gonna hear Georgia Thunderbolts, and then we're gonna hear not quite. We're gonna hear Otis. So a band that did open up for Blackberry Smoke a couple of years ago, and they're one of my favorite blues rock bands. You know, and I've heard lots of good bands throughout the years. I've hosted the show for over 12 years, as you might know. But Otis is one of that 10% of stuff I really, truly like. So we're going to hear Lend a Hand by the Georgia Thunderbolts, and then we'll hear something from their buddies in Otis. And we're going to hear a song called Blind Hog on Rock It Up.
Well, I can see what they mean when they say that you gave up. Everybody puts you down, no one would pick you up. Well, I'm here to tell you, friend, you're not the only one. I've been there before, and it's a bridge you have to cross alone. Lend a hand to me when you feel down, and keep your head, 'cause it's the only thing that hasn't come down. Yeah. I got a lot of time left to live and things I can't take back. I got a lot of demons, Lord, and they're trying to pull me back. And I just can't sit around and wait for things to turn. I gotta make it happen, 'cause there's a lot I've yet to learn. Lend a hand to me when you feel down, and keep your head, 'cause it's the only thing that hasn't come down.
Dang, those songs rocked.
They did.
Can I say dang on radio? Of course I can. Dang! I'm trying to keep it PG. I could probably end up using the F word, fudge.
Yeah.
But, just
Yeah.
keep it extra safe here.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome, brothers and sisters, to the Blackberry Smoke Christmas radio special here on Rock It Up. Put on, of course, with CFRE's help. I'm in their
Absolutely.
studios, this beautiful, lovely place. Okay. Gotta say hello to a couple people. Scott Bucky Bowers is in South Carolina, which is Marshall Tucker country.
That's true.
So I gotta say hello to a new friend. We've been bantering back and forth for a couple days. Gotta say hello to the boss of all things blues and southern rock, Brian Jones, who's going to be calling in a little bit.
Oh, good fun.
He really likes Otis and the Georgia Thunderbolts. Okay, had him on his podcast a bunch of times, I'm sure. Another Rockin' Up Radio admin, Robin McLean, Rockin' Robin, in the Niagara Falls, Ontario side of things. Hello. Charlie and Catherine Frizzle out in Hanover. I always butcher their last name. They're very lovely people. They got a chance to visit me about a little while ago before they went on vacation, and it was great times. There's some really lovely people out there.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters. Jacqueline Craig out in I believe, the Grand Bend, Ontario area.
Okay.
Another Rockin' Up Radio admin, Thomas Vaccaro, Ingersoll, which is the London 519 area. And that's the people I know. Of course, we had Marie-Christine Piron from France. Andy from the UK, another Rockin' Up Radio admin, who we'll be hearing from in a couple minutes, actually.
Oh, excellent.
It's late out there. That's why I had to schedule the international stuff early.
Yes,
right?
for sure.
We'll have a conversations with him in a couple minutes. Maybe we can squeeze in another song, whatever. Bands that you think need to open up for Blackberry Smoke.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. And I took it backwards. What bands don't exist anymore that would have been good to open? Or what bands?
Bishop Gunn?
Yeah. No, I was even going farther back when you said Marshall Tucker. I thought, well, there's an interesting
You can't have
combo.
Marshall Tucker open up for Blackberry Smoke.
No, maybe the other way around. But what an interesting combo that would be.
Oh, I'm sure it's happened many, many times. Yeah. Mostly, I'm guessing, BBS opening up for the legendary Marshall Tucker band or Skinner or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. That's an interesting combo.
I have some international bands. Maybe I can sneak in a song quickly before end. Okay. Yeah, I think so. So BBS plays... Oh, I got an idea.
Yeah.
I have a really great idea.
Okay.
BBS plays a lot of European shows.
Yeah, they sold out, didn't she say?
Oh, yeah, no, I understand that.
They sold out the whole of Europe.
Yeah. Oh, no, because they've been doing this for like 20 years. Of course, right? So... here's a band that I think that is worthy of opening up for Blackberry Smoke. The Mike Ross Band. Mike Ross, I believe, was a guitar tech for Chris Robinson for the Magpie Salute when they played. That's Black Crowes. I don't want to say tribute band, but a spin-off band.
Yeah.
I'm getting hate emails rolling in right now. But he's a really good musician, and I think that he'd be a pretty good fit for Blackberry Smoke.
Oh.
Nanda Blues from Italy. Yeah. Of course, I think would be great.
Yeah.
And there's a band from Germany called Wedge. I don't know if I can get to all of them in hour number 1.
Yeah.
But let's sneak in a Mike Ross song. I love this guy so much. I think he's really, really good. And this song I'm going to play for Mike Ross is called Lay It Bare. So this is from the UK, and Andy probably knows a little bit about this fellow. We'll ask him.
Yeah.
This sounds like something out of Southern Harmony.
Okay.
Musical Companion. Very Crowsy, very Blackberry Smoke, but not like in a rip-off kind of way.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? Let's check it out right now. Mike Ross, Lay It Bare. Then we'll come back and take a call in. Rock it up. Woo!
turn out the light. Don't think about waking up in the morning with all the tumbling down and falling around and getting up again. I don't believe in Jesus, but I believe in sin. I don't think about talking about the state I'm in. I don't think about waking up in the morning with all the tumbling down and falling around and getting up again. Are you gonna get up again? Get up! Don't you think it's time you started to stand up? You know that you always wanted to. Get up! Don't you think it's time you started to care? I'm gonna lay it bare. I'm gonna lay it bare. I don't believe in seeing, but I believe in sight. I don't believe in fighting until the time is right. Don't think about waking up in the morning with all the tumbling down and falling around and getting up again. Are you gonna get up again? Get up! Don't you think it's time you started to stand up? You know that you always wanted to. Get up! Don't you think it's time you started to care? I'm gonna lay it bare. I'm gonna lay it bare. I'm gonna lay it bare. Yeah! Woo! Don't you think it's time you started to? You know that you always wanted to. I'm gonna lay it bare. Tell me that you need it. I don't believe it, you can't see it. Gonna lay it bare. Stand up. Get up. Stand up. Get up. Don't you think it's time you started to? And you know that you always wanted to. Get up. Don't you think it's time you started to care? I'm gonna lay it bare. I'm gonna lay it bare. I'm gonna lay it bare. Oh, get up again.
All right, I was able to sneak in a song from the Mike Ross Band. Again, this is a band based out of UK, and I think that would, be a pretty interesting opener.
I think they'd be a good opener.
There's a couple others out of the UK that I think would be worthy of the smoke. I'm not here to disparage anybody,
No.
but I definitely have seen bands not necessarily worthy of opening
No.
for the smoke. But we won't talk about this. Positive vibes.
Yep. Positive vibes. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. Of course it is, okay?
Yeah. How can you know? Look at you with the Christmas hat
I got
on.
a Christmas hat on.
I mean, really.
Yeah, really? Come on here. Okay, speaking of positive vibes, I always have such positive conversations with the next guest, who's also a Rocket Up radio admin. I'm telling you, not every caller here is Rocket Up radio admin. I have over 20 now from all parts of the world.
Excellent.
We got a couple from the UK, a couple from Spain. All right, we got somebody from Brazil just recently. It was great. But we are going to place a call to Andy Southern Rose. I'm sure that's his birth name. Let's give him a ring-a-ding-ding right now. Okay. Andy, what's happening, man?
Hey, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. I love the shirt. He's repping the Steepwater Band, a band that I'm most likely going to talk about in a couple minutes. I'm here with Karmic Kennetha, another Rocket Up Radio admin.
Hey, how's it going?
As you know, we have quite a few. We have quite the tribe. Andy, you've been doing some pretty good work for our page. I know it took you.
I'm still a newbie.
You're still a newbie, but you're getting the hang of things. And you had this one Black Rose post that blew up hard.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
full of dynamite or something.
Yeah, but thanks to you for giving me a hint.
Well, it's my job to kind of make sure that things go smoothly, and but music. Marie, we talked the first guest from France. We were talking about how we found a lot of friends from Blackberry Smoke, the brothers and the sisters, which I have too. But I'll take it a step further. Music in general has helped me make a lot of great friends, and I'm sitting across from a lovely lady now, and I'm talking to a lovely fella. Yeah, I was going to say bloke, but I think that's a bad word in UK, right?
No,
I'm talking speaking to a lovely bloke.
Yeah, bloke.
Bloke's fine.
I thought it was a bad name or a bad word.
No.
Okay.
No, it means guy. That's what it
Guy.
means.
Well, I'm speaking to a lovely bloke right now. I hope it's not too much past your bedtime. Okay,
Oh,
but
no. No, for you, Darren, I'll stay up.
okay. The loyalty and devotion is strong in this one.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Well, let's not talk about how awesome I am. We can do that for a couple hours. Let's turn this back to Blackberry Smoke. What is your first memory of Blackberry Smoke? Mine is 2014, finding the song "Ain't Much Left of Me." I forgot about Kennetha. I think I turned her on. We'll get to her in a second. But let's talk with you, this lovely bloke.
With me, actually, I think it came up on a feed on Facebook, and I went, oh, they look interesting, that whole sort of like look and vibe. Mm-hmm. And I have never heard of this guy, so I just went and taken a look, and, I think it was the same track. It was certainly off that live one that they did, that was in
North Carolina?
Yeah, that's it.
Flair Country. Woo!
That's it, and I got to watch that, and I went, I want this,
Because you're a big Black Crowes fan, right?
I wouldn't say I'm a massive one.
Really? Could have fooled me.
Yeah, I am, but I don't go crazy over it.
Hey, our friend Brian Jones from All Things Blues and Southern Rock said hello. I just wanted to quickly interrupt you. So you're not a big Crowes fan?
I am, but
You are?
I don't live and breathe it.
Okay.
There are great bands that I actually put above,
Like, I would go with Blackberry Smoke.
like Blackberry Smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's let me tell you why. I'm probably gonna crucify myself for saying this, but I like music that is meaningful and is short and is straight to the point. I don't need to listen to Black Rose playing 15 minutes, jams.
Okay.
Although it's cool, jamming is cool, but to me, when I listen to Blackberry Smoke, every single song is a hit.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 minutes. They don't do things that are super cooked, and that's the reason why I like the Crows of By Your Side and stuff like that, as well as the others. Let me say one.
I should end this call now.
The songs are they're hits, right? So they're short and sweet, radio friendly.
Yeah.
You can play them over and over again, and that's what I think that the big thing is with Blackberry Smoke is
All
every
hits.
single song is they're all hits. They all tell a story, and they don't sound reheated all the time. Everything is different.
Well,
so.
I remember, by the age of 13, 14, I was becoming quite the Black Crowes fan, and by 17, I found Southern Harmony Musical Companion, and I was a serious metalhead. I was an angry kid. Now I'm just an angry man. But
So was I.
yeah, he's still an angry man. But when I heard Southern Harmony, it made me want to write that style of music. Possibly because I didn't want to sit to it the metronome and play metal at like 5 hours a day just working to a metronome. But I just like the melodies and the southern vibes of the Crows. But the magic to me personally, this is why I like busting your chops a little bit. I feel the magic of the Crows is the first 3 albums. So
100%. Don't get me wrong. Southern Harmony is my favorite record ever.
right. So what I'm telling you is why I prefer Blackberry Smoke, to tie it back to Blackberry Smoke, because it's not the Crows Christmas specials. It's Blackberry Smoke. I like more of their albums more than the Crows. Also, number 2, there's 3 reasons really, and I'll be very honest with you. I like Blackberry Smoke's lyrics better, and the hookiness overall.
Yeah. 100%. I agree.
So I enjoy more of their songs more. I like I like their songs more. But now, on a personal level, I think Blackberry Smoke are more likely to be nicer people than the Crows, and that really today means a lot to me. I could see the Crows being kind of cool to fans, but not as cool as Blackberry Smoke. So, in any business now, this is the music industry, the music business. So this is business. You have to be nice to your fans, aka customers. If you walk into a deli shop, you want 100 grams of ham from the best shop in the UK. But these people, as soon as you walk in the door, are being rude to you and telling you to slag off and whatever, and just being really, no matter how good their deli selection is, do you want to support them?
No.
Exactly. So I don't care with musicians. I don't care how good you are. If you're a jerk, then I don't care. I don't know if I want to listen to your music. So for me, as a soon to be 41-year-old man, I don't really have too many heroes, but it's nice to have heroes at this tender age. And Blackberry Smoke, who's a wee bit older than me, they are kind of heroes. Not just musically, of course they are, but also on just being human and good-hearted people. Charlie is I don't know, the down south Jesus or something. That guy is almost as cool.
I hear that they support several charities with their work. They set aside some funds from touring and stuff to support local hospitals and that sort of stuff in Georgia and elsewhere. So yeah, I totally get it. I'd be very comfortable sitting for hours with Charlie, whereas I may not want to sit for hours with Chris Robinson.
Yeah, I can see that being kind of mentally taxing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Also, I don't. Yeah, those lyrics. I don't know. When I hear that guy speak, I don't mean to be rude, but I've seen a lot of interviews, and he's talking in circles and just some hippie talk. Probably because he's I don't know, just high on dank or something else, perhaps. But I don't get cohesive a lot of interviews from the Crows. I've seen quite a few, and it's entertaining. He's a lively dude, and I'd like to meet him. Don't get me wrong, but I think that I have reasons to believe that BBS are nicer people. That means a lot to me. Speaking of things that mean a lot to me, your friendship. Thank you so much for your friendship. I've gladly supported your musical endeavors here on the show and on our page, Rockin' Up Radio, which is on fire. Thank you for all your hard work and continue to do great work for me. One last thing before I let you go. I do have to let you go because there's so many call-ins and music to play.
Yeah, of course, no worries.
Who is your favorite opening band for Blackberry Smoke? I see you're wearing a great shirt.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've already done it.
Yeah.
Steve Porter, they've already opened up for Blackberry Smoke. So they actually jumped together. So I can't put them there. A band I would love to see opening up, and I'm not sure if they have. I know that there is mixed feelings in Canada about these cats, but I love the Sheepdogs.
You know what? I wish that they opened up for them instead of the last band. There, I said it. That came through Canada. I'm not going to mention names. But it would have been a better fit. It would have been a better fit. I'm not the biggest...
So you like those guys?
On paper.
The Sheepdogs?
On paper, I do. I find their songs to be very... generic. But live, I know the guitar playing is stellar. I know that.
Oh, it is.
And the harmonies. But I'm not, and I think about when I hear Sheepdogs, I'm like, yeah. But when I hear Blackberry Smoke, I think, why can't the Sheepdogs sound like this? Or why can't they sound like Bishop Gunn? So again, with the Sheepdogs, on paper, I like the concept. But to me, not much can really step to Bishop Gunn, Blackberry Smoke, Steel Woods, and to a lesser extent, even Whiskey Myers. So, Sheepdogs doesn't do it for me. The way those
I'll tell you
bands.
what, my experience with them.
But
never heard of
good
these
opening
guys.
band.
I went to see the Temperance Movement.
Yeah, that they opened up. Yeah.
Exactly, and they ruined the temperance movement for me because the sheepdogs were so tight and so brilliant live. That was like, yeah, these guys can play. And then temperance movement, they were okay, but
Really?
Yeah, they were okay, and you can tell that the whole venue, they were really geared up for temperance movement, but they all realized that they were subpar in live in comparison to the openers. And that's not the first time. I saw Deep Purple at the O2 in London, O2 Arena. Deep Purple and then Cheap Trick opened up for them. And Deep Purple was boring. It was boring.
When was this?
I left half an hour early.
When was this? What year?
2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it literally, I loved Cheap Trick so much. They were so good. Deep Purple was wishy-washy. And I went, okay, I got a train to take back. I leave now. I left 30 minutes early. The plan. So sometimes it's like that, you have some amazing opening bands that ruin it for you. Sometimes you go with an open mind. That's what I do sometimes.
Okay. To honor our friendship, I am going to play a Steepwater song. Okay, because I know you got the shirt on. We love the Steepwater. Very nice guys, and definitely worthy of opening for the Smoke. Kennetha, before we get started with the actual Blackberry Smoke, 2-hour show, okay, because we have to get back on schedule, who would you like to see opening up for Blackberry Smoke in Canada? Think about this and say the right answer. I know that you'll find it.
There's a newer band coming out of Mississauga.
Oh, tell me more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're at right now. Mississauga.
Most awesome lead vocalist.
Oh yeah.
Gravelly blonde, just female, just knock 'em dead. Great guitarist. There's a band called Wayward Saints.
Oh, I think I heard of them. Yeah. Okay, full disclosure, everybody who's listening, I love the Steepwater band. I want to put this into the universe. I want my band, Wayward Saints, to open up for the Smoke.
Yeah, you do.
I want to.
Yeah, you do.
Okay?
Yeah,
and
you do.
I'm going to work very hard to try to make that happen. So, Trey Wilson, if you're listening to this broadcast, help me out. I know you can make it happen. But before we listen to Wayward Saints, and this is it for me with a shameless self-promotion, we're going to get to Steepwater. Andy, thank you so much for the call-in, brother. Okay? Keep up the great work. Okay? Me and Karmic Kennetha, throw up the horns to honor you. Okay? And my next cigarette is going to be dedicated to you and your awesomeness. Okay?
Oh.
The hand-rolled ones, that is. Okay?
Yeah.
Of tobacco, of course. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. All right. Love you, man. You take care of yourself and listen to this broadcast. Okay?
See you soon.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
All right, we're going to get into Steepwater and Wayward Saints from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Yes, my band. And then let's get into the Blackberry Smoke, everything Blackberry Smoke, except for Michael Allman. We'll have to hear one of his songs.
Oh, yeah.
And then everything else is Blackberry Smoke, okay?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Steepwater, Wayward Saints, rock it up.
Just a turn of the wheel, a slip of the bridge, and you're in a real
been the one to hold it down. Nobody seems to understand what it takes to be a natural man. It doesn't matter anyway, taking your time in your mind, it's okay to stay. You got to pay no mind to the fear inside. You say that you've been good, but never wonder who you let in. Swear you're doing all that you should, but honey, what will allow it? Oh, why you wear that frown? Have you heard your words and the sweet sounds? I know it's hard without a plan. The mistakes you can make to be your own man. It doesn't matter what they say. Find your own rules, your own way to play. You got to pay no mind. To yourself you cannot lie. You say that you've been good, but never wonder who you let in. Swear you're doing all that you should, but honey, what will allow it? Got me falling in. You got me breaking down my walls. Well, the dead dreams are about to You say that you've been good, but never wonder who you let in. Swear you're doing all that you should, but honey, what will allow it? What will allow it?
All right, we're back here on Rock Up Radio. That was music from Steepwater Band out of Chicago, who has opened up for Blackberry Smoke. And Wayward Saints, my band, that has not opened up for Blackberry Smoke, but should. Gotta get that happening. Gotta say hello to a couple people quickly. Shane Rushton and his wife Janice out in Alberta, I believe. Hello. Janice is a new admin for Rock Up Radio, too. We're gonna call Oshawa right now and talk to a special friend who somehow knows Charlie. We'll get a little bit of the scoop. Michael Allman is supposed to be calling in 7:15. Let's call Oshawa. Hey, Mike Glass, how's it going, man?
All right, how are you doing?
I'm good. Me and my friend Kennetha say hello. She's rocking up material, and so are you. You should be an admin for me. You look cool. How are you doing? Everything's good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Okay, cool. Listen, quick phone call, because I got so much to go through. I know that you know Charlie and the boys a little bit. Michael Allman's supposed to be calling in at 7:15, and I want to get you to dedicate a song. How did you first hear of this band? That's what I want to know. I know that me and you could talk for hours. We only have a couple minutes. How did you find out about this band?
Well, I first heard them on the internet right before the Whippoorwill album came out.
Wow.
And then I kind of liked what I heard, just a few songs on the internet. And then when I seen after the Whippoorwill album came out, they were on that Palladia station and they had a concert on there, and that's what totally captivated me. I was actually working in the basement, drywall in the basement, and I had that on, the Palladia station on, and it came on, and I just couldn't stop watching it. And that's where I was addicted.
Is there any, did Blackberry Smoke lead you to any other Southern rock bands or just rock bands like it has with me?
The Steel Woods, I seen them open for them at the Shed.
Oh, hey, hold on. You remember the opening band this time around, right?
For what?
BBS. And we saw each other in London.
Yes.
You remember?
I do remember the opening band, but I can't remember what they were called.
Yeah. Okay.
I went to all three of those shows, actually. I went to London, Toronto, and Ottawa, like 3 nights in a row.
I met you for the first time because we were Facebook friends. I love when this happens. We were Facebook friends before the London show that I was at with special lovely friends that he knows, Jane and Stephen. Hello. But we never met until London. And he's from like the Schwa area. You're from Bowmanville, right?
Yeah, I'm from Newcastle. Just
Okay.
Newcastle Brown.
No, not that
Surely
Newcastle.
smack you down. Okay, humble pie reference. Anybody?
True.
Somehow, well, you did tell me. I don't know if you want to talk about this, but you know the band a little bit, right? Is that okay to talk about it a little bit, or?
Yeah, that's fine.
How? How do you?
I got to know Charlie first, just through guitar collecting, and I got a couple guitars that he was interested back. This is going back right after the Whippoorwill came out, and so anyways, I got to be friends, just basically, guitar nerd stuff with Charlie, and of course, the whole band you get to know real quick because they're so personable, and so everybody in the band is just got great personalities.
Right. That's fantastic. Well, after meeting you and getting a chance to chat about things Oshawa and Johnny Ross and other fun stuff, I determined that you're a good dude and somebody that I would like to be better friends with. And I look forward to running into you in multiple shows from multiple rock bands. That would be really, really nice. I do have to make some time for Michael Allman, but I want you to dedicate a song. I have most of the Blackberry Smoke album. What do you want? Holding All the Roses does not work on the CDJ, so that's out, unfortunately. Can I play a song?
I like the older stuff.
Okay, all right. Well, that's pretty old by today's standards. What do you want to hear?
There's actually two songs that I'll let you pick between them.
Okay.
I always like "Keep On Keeping On" from Honky Tonk Bootlegs, just because you don't hear it very often.
Okay, I don't have that one here. Okay.
And you know what? Another Chance off the first album. I think I told you about the story with my mom with that song in London. I don't know if you remember or not, but
too many beers ago, too many special cigarettes. I only have studio albums here, but that first one I don't have either. So I'm so sorry. Whippoorwill, Like an Arrow, You Hear Georgia, Find a Light.
Okay, everybody knows she's mine.
You want to go with that one? Okay.
Yeah, that's the song that really captivated me. That was my first song.
I love that song.
Whoa, this is it.
I love that song. That's a very special song. He wrote that about his wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, that would be weird if you wrote it about somebody else. But anyways, it's a wonderful song. You're a wonderful dude. And up next is Michael Allman, also a wonderful dude. So, Mike, thank you so much. I'm sorry that, again, we could have chatted for longer, and but time is very scarce here, okay? But I'm going to dedicate this song to you. It's a beautiful song off the Whippoorwill. And, yeah, it's great. We're going to hear it right now, okay?
I'm sure we're going to meet up at more Blackberry Smoke shows.
Yes, 100%.
Get your ass down to the Shed.
Yeah, one of these days. It's tough, man. It's tough. Busy guy.
Scott Maddox, he's a great guy, and he runs the whole Shed thing. And you know what? If you ever get the chance, go. I go every year. It's you know what? The people you meet down there, you just won't believe the fan base and how cool all the fans are.
Wonderful.
The fans are as cool as the band.
Oh, I know all about the Shed and the Atlanta Homecoming, but one day. Anyways, I have to go. We're going to play that song for you, okay?
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, take care, brother. Bye-bye. What a very nice guy. All right, let's listen to Everybody Knows She's Mine off the Whippoorwill album. Great album. Here we go. Rock It Up.
In the morning, even better than she did last night. And when she smiled at me and kissed my cheek, I'm thinking, Lord, I must be living right. I ain't about to say I ain't lucky, but some might say I'm a fool, yeah. The chances are I'm doing fine so far, 'cause the mama even said I'm cool. Look out. She gets me high as a Georgia pine, wild as a muscadine vine, hotter than the deep south summertime. Yeah, everybody knows she's mine. That's right. Well, there might be a couple kind of like her, but rest assured, brother, this one mine. I'll be right there in her back pocket. She got my name tattooed where the sun don't shine. Saw you looking when she walked in with me. I don't blame you, she's a hell of a girl now. I know how you feel, it ain't no big deal. I'm the luckiest man in the world. Yeah. She gets me high as a Georgia pine, wild as a muscadine vine, hotter than the deep south summertime. Yes, everybody knows she's mine. That's right. Get it. man.
Oh, Christ. Okay, we snuck in a phone call from lovely Newcastle, Ontario. That is in the Oshawa area for any of you Ontario geography buffs. Probably not many out there. Doesn't matter. I don't think anybody wants to hear about geography. Boring! What you do want to hear? Well, I'm guessing you guys want to hear about how Michael Allman is doing. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I call him and let's find out. He's okay. This would be a lot of fun. All right. Ring a ding ding. Hello, Michael Allman. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. How are you?
I am fabulous. Hang on one second. My phone's doing weird stuff. There.
Okay. Team Rock It Up. That would be me, Sheriff Darren, and Karmic Kennetha. First of all, I want to say hello to you and want to thank you for donating your precious time to coming back on this little radio show. Thank you again. We love your music, love your daddy's music, your uncle's music. We're very much in love with you guys. So thank you again.
Welcome back, brother.
And we also love Blackberry Smoke. So the reason I thought about you, because I remember the last time we chatted here on Rocket Up Radio, we started somehow talking about Florida, where you live, and we started. I think I asked you about Blackberry Smoke, and you talked about how they brought you up on stage, and it got me thinking. Because I forgot the story a little bit, I thought maybe
No, I opened up for him. I opened up for him at a large Georgia motorcycle festival.
Do you think you can spend a couple minutes talking about what that was like? How many people were there?
I can. My favorite part was at the end of my whipping post. We finished. I waved to the crowd. I turned around, and the entire band was standing against the back of the wall watching. I thought that was great. I got thumbs up from him and everything. It was pretty cool.
Amazing.
That was a while back. And then I saw him again at the Peach Festival. I think it was 2018, and chatted with him some more. But no, I've never stood side by side on stage with him.
Well, you know what? I mean, I was at a wedding in Spain when your dad passed away, and we're going to hear the song that he recorded for you on the wing after we hear one of yours. But your dad, unfortunately, no longer here, but you are. Has there ever been any consideration on either their part or possibly your part about making it happen?
Oh, well, making what happen, sir?
Maybe recording a track, a song, maybe an Allman's cover, perhaps? You ever thought about that?
Smoke?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Well, that'd be awesome. that falls more in their department, though, I would imagine. If
you were to cover one of your dad or uncle's song, what do you think would be? And I'm sure you do. Now, again, with the Smoke, if they were your backing band, you're going to do vocals. If there was one song that you think that should be done, Michael Allman and Blackberry Smoke, what should that be?
Well, maybe Sailing Across the Devil's Sea.
Oh, that's a good one.
I was going to choose Soulshine.
Oh, Soulshine would be
Soulshine. That's my favorite song in the whole world. I love Soulshine. I do that every show.
Do you?
Night.
That is definitely one of the most beautiful songs ever heard. Yes. Hey, let's talk a little bit about you. We know that you got a chance to open for Blackberry Smoke, but we'll get to them again in a little bit. But how are you doing? It's been a while. I think your house got flooded a little while ago, right? You guys had.
Yeah, we're just recuperating. Finally got some, all the drywall's in. The walls are painted. The new cabinets are in place. New appliances have been. Most of them are all new. Yeah, we had. Yeah, Adalia decided to take a ski boat ride past Florida and sent a wave up onto us. 4 feet of drywall in my house was gone. Everything 4 foot down was useless.
Oh my goodness.
So we've been working hard. We about got it back to normal though.
And you have a music store, I believe, too, if I remember.
I do. The Happy and Peach
That's
here in
right.
Fort Ritchie. It's basically my big old man cave with a lot of cool stuff in it.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. Was that affected by the storm as well, too? Or?
It was not. Water got right to the front and back door and remained there. It did not enter.
Oh, okay. Wow. So none of the instruments or whatever that you had there are damaged?
Yep.
Oh.
Nope. Zero damage.
Okay. All right.
My store, anyway. I had some stuff here that, some storage here that got wiped out. Some stuff that didn't have room for in the store. I had it stored here at the house, and that wasn't too bad, though.
Why do you think sorry, go on.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just going to jump forward to my albums. I got 2 out already, and I'm working on the 3rd now. It's almost ready.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that before Blackberry Smoke. So,
yeah, for sure.
I remember telling Michael this. I don't know if he remembers me telling this, but I'll say this again. Out of all the Allman children, sir, I think that you're the most talented.
Oh, thank you.
Devin, Dwayne, those songs are okay, and this is just my opinion. But the stuff that I heard from your two albums, which you sent me a while ago, I thought were far superior. And I really wish that you were able to, find a way to take your music to another level. Because again, this is just my opinion. I think that you need to be up there at least on par with your half brother, and that's what I think.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why we don't really know each other, and I mean, I think I've spent probably a total of about 20 minutes together in all 3 times that we ran into each other, same place. The Porpoise Pub here in Tampa area. I saw him there once. That was a good time. I'm glad too, because the Porpoise Pub burnt down.
Oh my!
Oh dang!
Yeah, man, that was one of the great places from back in the day around here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
do you think music from the South is it ever going to become irrelevant, or do you think that a band like Blackberry Smoke needs to exist to keep it alive?
Oh, it most certainly will. And Blackberry Smoke's probably, in my opinion, actually, I would say king of the roost right now. They're just absolutely incredible. They're my go-to band. If you watch my YouTube channel or just me when I turn on YouTube, it finds all kind, all the Blackberry Smoke stuff that pops up. It knows I like it. So I listen to it, a lot.
I think that
there's no doubt they have to exist, though. The South, it's not a difference of North and South or any of that type stuff. It's the way we like music is different.
I don't know why this.
Southern Rock's. My dad always says, "Hey, I don't like it being called Southern Rock. You might as well just call it rock because rock and roll started in the South anyway." So it was, I love that definition, but music is music, and the South loves Blackberry Smoke, but so does everybody else.
That's the thing. I live so far from the South. I don't live in the Mississippi. I live in the Mississauga, which is a suburb of Toronto. You come up over here, it's all buildings. There's, nothing like that. I don't know how or why this music really connects to me, but actually, I think I do know why. So again, it's not just because it's Southern rock. It's just because it's good rock music. One thing I will say, and I personally don't like modern rock at all. I have no love for modern rock. And a band like Blackberry Smoke, never even mind Southern rock, just rock and roll. They are a band that can bring it. They have wonderful singing and backup vocals provided by Paul Jackson.
Gorgeous.
But they have
that's everything.
But what bands don't have today, especially these radio bands, and especially from where I'm at, no guitar solos, no walking bass lines, harmonies. Like in some cases, the rock bands here in Canada, I will pay somebody $20 to hear one half decent riff. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So,
wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not even for me like a Southern rock thing.
You'd get laughed out of the South down here doing that.
Yeah.
That's
the thing. That's exactly it. You know what I mean? So, I guess when I think of Southern rock, I think about musicians who know how to play. That's one of the things that I associate with Southern rock. Yeah, I don't think you can really be a slouch when it comes to something like Southern rock. Your slide should be pretty good. Your harmony should be pretty there. You should be able to, bend a string half decently, And again, like there's so many. I
absolutely agree with you, sir.
There is so much garbage out there. Garbage, and what's even worse is making it to the mainstream, getting popular. What is like really like a 5 out of 10 on the awesome scale is being presented to be a 10 out of 10. And winning Grammys and all kinds of sucky awards. I'm trying to keep this PG. But then, for the little kiddies who might be listening. But then there's Blackberry Smoke, who's, not winning Grammys, not being properly acknowledged by mainstream. And you know what? That's the best thing because they have...
That's the best thing.
Because underground. They are kings of the underground.
You were saying you would, my music should be up on a bigger stream. I actually just love my... fans, because I will go out of my way to actually meet every one of them. One of the times my father gave me some advice, he gave me 2 pieces of advice this one particular time. He said, "Don't sign anything," and don't sign anything.
I remember you using. I
love that.
using that line on the show before too, and I chuckled then. I chuckled a little bit now.
I love it.
You know, it's the difference between somebody spending $5 million on advertising you, because that's really all you got to do is shove shit down. PG, shove stuff down people's throats, and they will. And eventually, it'll take. It just you can watch that happen. You'll hear a song and you go, and it's weird.
Brainwash.
What is that crap.
Brainwash.
Yeah.
And within a year of hearing it 7 million times, my achy breaky heart,
Yeah.
Advertisers
grows on you, and it's like, what?
Advertisers.
True.
It's all about the money, though. But then you don't own your money, you don't own your rights. It winds up in a damn Dunkin' Donuts commercial or something stupid. Like, yeah, I own my own record label. I own everything's independent, and every single person that listens to it loves it because they can. Like, I'm right here.
Well, more power to you for that.
Hang out at my store. I just do, I'm a hell of an electrician, too. I work.
Yes.
I work when necessary. I am semi-retired now, an electrician.
Right on. We're going to listen to one of your songs soon, but just a couple more things, I guess, before I let you off the hook. It's very rare that I get a chance to do this, so I'm, of course, naturally very excited. I have a special friend out in, I think, Birmingham, Alabama, who has this small business called Plectrum Heaven, and she's very much tied into the Skinner crew. Like, she makes these cool necklaces with pieces of the plane crash from Skinnerd. I don't have to tell a Florida man how important Skinnerd is to the South, I'm guessing.
Correct.
Anyways, she has this awesome business. Her name is Heather. I guess what I wanted to ask you is, she makes these really cool rings as well too. Is there a possibility, would you be interested in maybe mailing out some Michael Allman guitar strings to maybe make some rings or some jewelry? Would that be something that would interest you?
Sure, I would be honored.
Okay, all right. Well, trust me, this lady's work is fantastic. I don't think you'd be disappointed. Okay, one last question before I let you go. I'm gonna.
Cool.
Well,
I might want to contract a few. I'd send a little extra and some stuff I can sell in my Half Eaten Peach.
I will connect you tonight with her, and figure all that stuff out. Get real trouble. She's awesome. She's really cool. She's gonna be calling in very, very soon as well too. Okay. 2 questions, and then that's it, okay? Then you can enjoy the rest of your evening. We talked about if Blackberry Smoke was to do one of your daddy songs, what it would be, and you answered that. That was great. Now, if you were to maybe cover with the band or sing a song with Blackberry Smoke, one of their songs, is there anything off the top of your head that it would be?
Yes, and if you hadn't asked that question, I'd have blurted the answer out. But now, for some reason, it's gone blank. What is it? The main one I watch all the time. They're sitting on the video.
Ain't Much Left of Me?
Yes.
I
just love that song.
Yes.
I know that's probably the most popular. Everyone's at least heard that song, but
that was the first one I got me into.
It's great. I love to watch the video. They're just so impressive. It's just. I mean, you can feel the guys. You can see just everything about that video has turned me on to them. As far as wanting constantly, I don't really know. I'd actually be honored if if I was going to do that. I'd rather do something they suggest. They would probably know better what my voice would entail. I don't know if that one would, of course. It probably wouldn't, in fact.
I mean,
that's my favorite one to sing along with.
I feel like this idea of you collaborating is very much achievable. Because, of course, yes, your last name, but what an honor would it be for the both of you?
Is that?
Pardon?
My stepfather gave me advice about my last name. He said, when your last name will get you a very quick, very free cup of coffee. What you gonna do then?
Yeah.
Right.
It's true.
So, that's kept me realizing that, it's pretty cool being Michael Allman, and it does open doors, but when you step in them doors, you better know what you're going to do.
Hey, when's your new album?
I was honored opening up for him. That was the greatest. I wouldn't even know what to do.
When is your next album coming? You mentioned something about, we're going to wrap this up and play something soon, but when is your next album coming out?
We are finishing up right now. I go down to Pine Island in Bokeelia on Pine Island, down just a bit south of us, below Sarasota. And I recorded there at Pharmadelica Sound, and we've got, I think we're at 10 now. We're going to do one more song, I believe. I'm a big fan of small number. You can cram 15 songs on an album, but eventually they all start sounding alike.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I make, you know what I mean? I'm in the day having a, you know, I'm an album collector as well. So, you know, one side of an album, one side of an album.
Yes.
I have a, you know, anyway. Oh, so yeah, I don't know exactly when it's coming out. Pretty soon. It's, we got one more song to do. We're going down right after the 1st of January to finish up. I've started a new project, a more Southern rock, a deeper Southern sound. I call it redneck rock, but not, you know, I don't know. People are funny about that. So and with Scott Brown, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're just going to blaze all over Florida. I love that. You know, reminding everybody I was born in Daytona Beach. This is my state, and I love it.
For those who don't know, my co-host friend Kennetha was telling me about Scott Brown.
I love it.
For those who don't know anything about him, can you tell a little bit?
He's my buddy. His band's called The Damn Selves.
Uh-huh.
And what had happened is I took him down to the studio where I go, and I was going to produce his upcoming album. And as I enjoyed it, I realized that the two of us make a pretty decent team, and we sound real good together. And it's just going to be a whole lot of Florida fun. I don't know. I mean, we're doing videos now of stuff we already have. Each one of us already has, you know, copyright and stuff. So we're remaking our own songs together here in the beginning, but he's a songwriting machine. He's absolutely one of my favorites that I've ever met for a person that can write a song. I mean, he can write a song about a cupcake, and you'll want a cupcake when he's done with it.
I want one right now, to be honest with you. God damn it. We're going to play a song off this lovely album, Hard Labor Creek. And then we're going to hear something that your dad did with our featured band of the day, Blackberry Smoke. This is the Christmas radio show. What would you like to hear off this album? I'm looking at this.
You go right ahead and take a pick. I don't know all song titles as well as I should.
Laid Back, I think, would be a good one because it's a great song, but it's also a nod to...
my album.
Yeah.
Oh, my album. Yeah. Laid Back's a nice one since, yeah, that'd be good. That'll be good for the Blackberry Smoke fans. I believe they'll like it.
And
Laid Back, written by a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's also a great album by, I forgot who put that out. Somebody put out an album, a great solo album, Laid Back. I forgot who it is, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was.
I think it was your dad. It was your dad.
Sonny Tackett wrote that song a very long time ago when Laid Back came out, because he thought it was strange that my father didn't have a song called Laid Back on it.
Yeah.
So, you know, but he never got a chance to approach him with it. If they were acquaintances, like in town or whatever, but he never really tried to sell it to him. So when not sell it cash-wise, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, pitch
offer
it
up.
Yeah.
So he found me, you know, 20 years later, 30 years later, whatever it was. And I love it. I recorded it. He produced it, Sonny Tackett.
Wonderful song, man.
It's a really great song.
It's a wonderful song. So we're going to do that. But before I go, I am personally going to dedicate this to you later tonight, okay?
We're going somewhere.
Yeah, you got to do something with it. But anyways, thank you so much for your friendship. I'm going to send you a DM, connect you with this very special lady. But we're going to hear that and then one from Blackberry Smoke and your daddy.
All right, Michael Allman's musicemporium.com.
There you go. Check out everything Michael Allman. Buy all the albums. Buy all kinds of guitars. Just buy stuff. You'll appreciate it.
Just buy stuff.
That's what you got to do. All right, sir. Take care. Have a Merry Christmas, okay?
Have a Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Later, guys.
Bye. All right, there you have it. So we're going to hear something from Michael Allman's solo album, which again is called Hard Labor Creek. And then we're going to go to the album Like an Arrow, Blackberry Smoke, and hear the song Free on the Wing. And I'm going to talk about this album after we hear the song. All right, let's do this. Michael Allman and then Greg Allman with Blackberry Smoke. Rock it up.
Yay!
Lost a lot of good times, I was always on the run. Lately I've been thinking I need a hideaway. You're about the only thing on my mind these days. The better things in life are things you never see. I'm just laid back thinking about you and me. Laid back thinking about you and me. Saw the big old blue jay flying south for the winter time. Make me wanna catch the next train for the Mason-Dixon line. Standing in the doorway, looking down the road. But you don't got to worry, 'cause I won't go. You're the only woman ever made me feel free. I'm just laid back thinking about you and me. Laid back thinking about you and me. Sweet baby. Laid back thinking about you and me. 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 Laid back thinking about you and me.
Little red bird outside my window today. Big blue sky above his head. He don't know that she is leaving me today. He ain't crying over what we had. He's free on the wing to head straight into the sun. One love story's over and another's just begun. Yeah, we come and we go. Life surely goes on. Might find what we search for all along. Some go looking for a little change of scenery. Maybe try to wipe the slate clean. Others just seem like they ain't never gonna settle down. They just want to be in between. To be free on the wing, to head straight into the sun. One love story's over and another's just begun. Yeah, we come and we go. Life surely goes on. Might find what we search for all along. People just want you to be what they want you to be. Oh yeah. Nothing ever turns out to be the way we thought it would be. Oh no. Be free on the way to head straight into the sun. One love story's over and another's just begun. Yeah, we come and we go. Life surely goes on. Might find what we search for all along.
All right. Gotta say hello to a couple people. Rhea Ruling Heft out in Pennsylvania. Hope you and husband Jeffrey are feeling better. I got to say hello to Rosemary Simmons Pirtle. Beautiful name. I want to say she's in North Carolina, which means woo, Flair country. Gotta say hello to Cindy Hellinger Wiggins. I want to say Georgia, but I'm not sure. But if there's one thing I am sure about, that she knows that wrestling is real, and so is Blackberry Smoke. Yeah, she loves the wrestling. The show. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just reading a DM. I've been trying to balance out reading DMs, and I'm very frantic right now.
That was an awesome laid back song.
Yeah,
that was an awesome song with
that was
Greg
awesome.
Allman and the Blackberry Smoke.
That
was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Laid Back was the one before.
That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, speaking of beautiful, we're going to call beautiful Brian Jones, and he has a beautiful podcast called All Things Blues and Southern Rock, and I think he's in beautiful Fargo, North Dakota. Well, I can't say it's beautiful because I've never been there, but I'm on a roll. I'm saying that word a lot. Okay, let's give him a buzz. Okay. Hello, Mr. Brian Jones. Team Rock It Up says hello. You know me, the sheriff, and this is Karmic Kennetha, and we wanted to say hello and salute to All Things Blues and Southern Rock. How are you doing?
I am doing great and happy to be on your show again. It's been a while since.
It's been a little while. Well, I had to retire this weekly because I was just getting burnt out. Hopefully that doesn't happen for you because you guys got a wonderful thing going on. But yeah. Anyways, you've how many times have you interviewed Blackberry Smoke now? I want to say 2.
We've had Charlie on 3 times now.
Right on. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You do such great work, giving a spotlight to bands that really could use it. And personally, I've learned at least about 3, maybe 4 really cool bands, including Seafoam Green out in, I want to say, Ireland, because of you. So I've always, you seem to have your finger on the pulse, and I've learned of a lot of cool bands because of you. So salute. From rock it up to all things blues and southern rock. Let's talk about less how awesome we are and more about how awesome Blackberry Smoke is. I think that's my second time using that line tonight. When was the first time you heard BBS?
Well, I first heard of them probably in 2011 or 2012, and it didn't. For some reason, it didn't soak in or didn't resonate with me for some reason. I don't know why. That'll happen to me. I'm kind of like a late bloomer on good stuff. So it was really late 2017 when I really just the bug bit me, and not too long. I have every CD. I know every song, all the lyrics. It was pretty swept off my feet by the smoke.
Is there okay? So do you remember the first song that you really got?
I think probably Good One Coming On, and I think that's probably when that one didn't really grab me. But that song I've learned to love over time, because I think when I first heard it, it sounded too country, but later on I'd find out how good of a rock and roll band they are. So
it's Saturday, and another working week is over, right? Yeah. Anyways, I shouldn't make light of that because also I know that you celebrated many years of sobriety, correct?
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
14 and a half. Oh, thank you so much.
That's fantastic. The first song I was mentioning this to our friend, I think you know her, Marie, out in France, where the first song that I ever heard from them was Ain't Much Left of Me in 2014. But I don't think I told you this, and why would I? My old band, Stone River, I remember Blackberry Smoke was coming through Toronto. It was like 2010, 2011, and I remember seeing the name, and I'm just thinking to myself, who is this? I wasn't quite sure of who they were, but just the name kind of... obviously, okay, they must have been obviously to me a bigger band because I saw their name in a musician trade paper, coming to a concert hall that was quite large. I'm like, who are these guys? But just the name alone kind of tipped me off into thinking this must be some sort of either stoner rock band or perhaps some classic rock revival band, which I thought it was. So my first memories of the Smoke was trying to see if we can get an opening slot. I had no idea who they were, what they looked like, what one song sounded like. So this must have been maybe just before the Whippoorwill. So this must have been a Little Piece of Dixie promoting that album. So this is a long time ago. But when I first heard Ain't Much Left of Me, I'm like, damn, what a great song. And to this day, I would have to say that is my favorite Smoke song and maybe debatably the most important Smoke song.
Yeah, that's probably between that and Like an Arrow, the title track for Like an Arrow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean anything I think you can use Ain't Much Left of Me, any kind of thing in your life you felt where you got screwed over or something, or somebody did you wrong or whatever. That I can, and that's great when music can be healing, and you go, man, I can identify with these lyrics. It's easy to identify with.
Getting fired from your job of 20 years and then downsizing or hiring some younger cats for undercutting you or something,
Yeah.
Sure. I think that might be about divorce. That seems like a very divorce song.
No, I think Charlie has said that in interviews. Yeah,
feels like a very divorce song. Yeah, but it's such a great song.
Oh, it is. and you can understand why they close with it every night.
That's the thing too. Okay, let's quickly on the spot draft up a top 5 list according to the bosses of Rock It Up and All Things Blues and Southern Rock. Okay, don't think too hard. Okay, I'm not going to either. Something that I'm used to doing a lot, but not this time. I'm going to draft up 5 songs that are near and dear to my heart. I think are my favorite. Okay, no particular order. However, except for one, Ain't Much Left of Me, number 1.
Okay.
I think I might have to go with. Okay, so that's number 1. But from Find a Light, I think I'm going to go with I'll Keep Rambling. That song is spectacular. So that's definitely on my top 5. Freedom Song, I think, is a really important one. I believe that was, I don't know if they wrote it or if it's interpreted, like performed by Blackberry Smoke. Do you know if they wrote that one? I'm not sure they do.
I'm not sure on that.
But I'm going to put that in their catalog, and I'm going to go with, so that's 3 right there. I guess we're going back to, there's a song of You Hear Georgia called Old Enough to Know, which is another great one. In fact, one of the things with Smoke albums, I keep thinking to myself, where are they going to go from here? What are they going to do? And with this last album, like that song sounded like something that's a little bit different from all the other stuff. And that's part of the reason why I like it, because it was a little different. Totally cool. In my opinion, totally fits BBS catalog. But I like it a lot because it's a little bit different from some of their other kinds of tunes. So
that's that song, if Charlie's Trying to Make Us Cry, he does a really good job on that song.
Yeah.
It's like for sure.
And if I had a 5th one, maybe I want to go with Testify. Maybe it's really tough to do this on the spot. But I just gave you 5. What's your 5? Okay. And then we're gonna dedicate a song.
And I don't know the exact order, but I also mentioned Ain't Much Left of Me, Like an Arrow, Medicate My Mind, All Over the Road.
Oh, Free on the Wing. I forgot about that. I just played that.
Yeah, that's All Over the Road, and I'll go with Payback's a Bitch.
Mm-hmm. That album, actually, Like an Arrow, is the first Blackberry Smoke album I bought. I remember I was in New Jersey, you heard me, and we don't find this stuff over here, like on shelves. But I found Like an Arrow in a little record shop, and I'm like, wow. And, I love this band, but I was really kind of new to them. I started actively listening to them around 2016, and again, this is my first album. So I remember jamming it on the drive home. I drove to New Jersey. A 9-hour drive somehow took me 12 hours. But I remember just dying to hear this album. So I'm pretty sure I gave it 1 or 2 spins on the ride home from New Jersey. But that was the first album that I bought. And another one from that album, actually that probably could be on the top 5 or top 10. Sunrise in Texas, but Ain't Gonna Wait is one of my favorites from them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and another favorite is Reckless off Little Piece of Dixie. That song's great.
Yeah, I especially love this one part where he's like, "Yeah."
Right? Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a kick out of that. That is just a good rock song. Never mind Southern rock. I was talking to Michael, who should be a guest on your show. I'll connect you to him.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna try to get a hold of him.
But it's not just about Southern rock. I don't hide this at all. I hate modern rock. I hate it.
There's not much.
I loathe it.
Good. Yeah.
I despise it.
I don't even know what it is because
I know what it is. It sucks.
Right. Well, of course, but I haven't listened to FM radio in probably 4 years.
Because you're not a moron.
For sure. Yeah. Because it's just. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I try to stop figuring out why FM radio misses the boat on stuff, but it's a waste of time to drive myself crazy wondering why those guys don't get it.
So the thing is the reason why Blackberry Smoke means so much to me, a couple reasons, and I'll whip this through. For somebody who is a real rock enthusiast, you know me a little bit, and I like to think I'm a champion of cool rock music. I need guitar solos. I need harmonies. I need walking bass lines. Very important. I need thunderous drums. What's going on in modern rock today, it's a lot of it's been neutered. It's watered down. You might have some resemblance to rock and roll. Actually, this is what's going on in the wrestling world too. I don't know if you know much about the wrestling, but this is exactly what's going on over there.
No, right, yeah.
But it's all watered down, and like I can't enjoy any of this stuff. I can't. And so when I hear modern rock now, I just cringe, and I don't really listen to it. You know, like I had a radio station on when I was changing CDs, and I'd listen to, for like a couple of seconds, like, and what the hell is this garbage? And then I'd be like, okay, this is why I don't listen to the radio, you know? But again, Blackberry Smoke, keeps the flag, being waved. This is not even just Southern rock. Yes, Southern rock, but just rock and roll. Oh my God, how did I not put Waiting for the Thunder? That is a goddamn rock song. Never mind Southern rock. In fact, that's just a great rock song.
You can have different.
Maybe they're best.
Your 5 favorite, and just kind of you can switch them around. Is might change day by day.
I'm pretty sure I talked about this with Paul Jackson in an interview. That sounds like something I would talk to him about.
Yeah, we're gonna reach out to him too at some point too. I think he's got to be the happiest guy in rock and roll.
One of the happiest.
Just like permagrin all the time.
Well, I think, I don't know if this is part of the clause, but if you're caught making ugly faces like I am when I think about modern rock and Blackberry Smoke, I think you get fired. that might be part of the contract, I think.
I think Paul's like the antithesis of Rich Robinson on stage.
Well,
Rich is pretty like Bob Dylan-esque, like, stoned face, but not stoned, but just like...
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Well, possibly.
Well, possibly. And again, I was talking to Andy, our buddy Andy, about this. Yeah. I like the Crows, and I worship the Crows. Yes, of course. They're the heroes. I understand that. But again, I'm more down with BBS at this point. I'm proudly more down with BBS. Nicer guys, in my opinion. More like they don't have miss albums like I feel the Crows had. And come on, if you could be honest, there's at least 1 or 2 stinkeroonies out there.
Yeah.
I don't think Blackberry Smoke has that.
No, they don't, man. I mean, you like the other bands like the Stones with Emotional Rescue, the Crows with I Ain't Hiding, Aerosmith, AC/DC is another one like Blackberry Smoke where it's all great, But yeah, they get a little funky with Believe You Me.
Yeah, I like that song.
That's a great song for sure.
Right on. Before we get to you dedicating a song, and I'll match you, so we'll do a double shot of Blackberry Smoke. Again, I want you to talk a little bit. Give me the elevator pitch about All Things Blues and Southern Rock, because there's a lot of people listening to this that probably don't know what you do, and they need to. So go.
Yeah, All Things Blues and Southern Rock. It's about all things blues and Southern Rock. I mean, we mostly talk to the newer, Southern Rock bands from the Southeast, and there's so many good ones to list, but we're on Pantheon Podcast. You can find us on Spotify, and yeah, we just I always say to our guests, it's like free therapy. We're just a couple of
expensive.
Couple of musicians, chuckleheads that like to talk to other musicians, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'll give a quick shout out to 4 bands. One for the Road is from around the same areas of Georgia Thunderbolts. There's a band, the Dirty Gospel from Knoxville, that's really good. Parker Barrow out of Nashville. And who else am I missing? Oh, Rare Birds from Atlanta.
Friends with them.
Rare Birds from Atlanta has Andrew Kyler, who goes way, way back in the Atlanta scene. I mean, he was back there when
68, 75
lights were starting out. Yeah, and he was hanging out, when the Crows were Mr. Crow's Garden, and Sven and Gorman and Chris had a house in Little 5 Points. So he's a fascinating guy to talk to.
Southern Rock
Andrew
OG.
Kyler.
Yeah. I just got the Rare Birds out he sent me. Even though I don't have a weekly radio show anymore, he felt the need to send it to me. I'm like, I got a chance to listen to it a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty rocking. And I'm very good friends with his ex-lead singer from 6875, Suzanne Sledge.
Suzanne,
beautiful.
Yeah,
and she actually, we talked just the other day, and I've known this for years, but she actually took Charlie Starr to his first Crows concert. They worked in the same record store together. I asked Charlie about her, the first interview I had with him in 2017, and he remembers her. He knows who she is.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, on the 22nd, we're doing our Georgia Christmas special, and Andrew and Suzanne were on there, and also Zach from
Thunderbolts?
One for the Road,
Oh.
Zach and Jason, the bass player. And we also had Andrew brought a guest with him, and he goes, well, I'm going to let him talk first. And his name is Eric Snoddy.
Oh, yeah.
And it turns out to be the merch manager for Blackberry.
Right,
Smoke.
I know
So
that
it's great to
name.
talk to him.
Okay.
And he also goes way, way back in that scene, way back. So if you like listening to, like all the stories from the, Atlanta, little 5 Points area in the mid 80s and on, listen to that.
Well, I had the pleasure of bringing you on my show a couple times, and I also had the pleasure of being on your lovely podcast. And I salute what you do wholeheartedly.
Well, thank you,
I
brother.
give you the thumbs up. You do great work, and keep
Back to
on
you.
keeping on, brother. Now listen.
I will. And it's
Yes.
long overdue that you come back on, because we're going to start doing some things where it's like talking about whatever with whoever the guest is. No topic. We'll just roll and talk about whatever. It's like someone go.
I love it. I love
like what it's like anyway.
I love that idea. We are going to wrap this chat up, and we're going to do a double set of Blackberry Smoke. What do you want to
Right
hear?
on.
So, Holding All the Roses on my, it doesn't work on the CDJ for whatever reason. I have a burned copy of Bad Luck Ain't a Crime. I don't know if that works, but pick something from the studio albums. Pick one song, and I'm gonna match that.
Like an Arrow.
Okay, you want to hear that song, Like an Arrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I will say before we get into it that when I heard that song, and I'm a recovering metalhead, okay, I'm not quite sober for a long time, but it's definitely, I think that song has the distinction of being the hardest rocking song they may have. In fact, guitar talk, it's in the key of C sharp. It has some metal qualities to it, which I remember telling Charlie that's how I felt. And well, we're going to listen to it. I haven't heard that one in a while. So we're going to do that. And then, you know what? Since we're on Like an Arrow, I think I'm going to go to Ain't Gonna Wait, because that is a beautiful song.
There you go.
Okay, so everybody listening out there in Radio Land, go check out Brian Jones and All Things Blues and Southern Rock. Okay, and for some reason, if you don't have this Like an Arrow album, go get it. For some reason, Karmic Kennetha.
Yes.
I'm looking at the lady across right now.
Yes.
Go get it. It's wonderful.
Yeah, sounds
Okay?
it.
So Team Canada says goodbye. You're in Fargo,
Thank you
North
very much.
Dakota, right?
Yes, I am.
I knew it.
Yes,
I told
you did.
you.
Yes,
I
you
told
did.
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, brother. Well, this next song is dedicated to you, and the next one after that is dedicated to me. Okay.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Always,
take care.
Always a grand time.
Always
Thank
fun.
You, dude.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Let's get into it. For Brian, we're going to hear Like an Arrow off the album. What's it called? Oh, yeah. Like an Arrow.
Like an Arrow.
Wah, wah, wah. And then we're going to hear Ain't Gonna Wait. But I really also want to hear Sunrise in Texas. But no, we're going to do Ain't Gonna Wait. All right. Now, ain't gonna wait for any more Blackberry Smoke. Let's go. Here we go. Rock it up.
Yes, I can't complain. I get pleasure, I get pain. I'm just trying to get as much as I get. Cutting loose from all this lonely misery. Gotta get a move on, 'cause time ain't gonna wait for me. Writings on the wall, I can hear the beck and call of the things that I have yet to see. Waiting around me down, losing faith in who I am. Got to shake myself and tell me that I'm free. I ain't one to hang around and see. Gotta get a move on, 'cause time ain't gonna wait for me. Time ain't gonna wait for me. Patience is just lost on me. This thing they call it destiny. Give me all I got. Come into me. Lay me down to sleep. Sweet dreams never come to me. Like I'm always just one wink away. I can't stand to wonder what could be. Gotta get a move on, 'cause time ain't gonna wait for me. Time ain't gonna wait for me. Time ain't gonna wait for me. Time ain't gonna wait for me.
All right, we are back. This is the first radio show I've hosted since October.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's all these buttons and doohickeys, as you know, before the show, I was getting a little stressed out because I forgot how to work this stuff. But it's all
Yeah.
coming back to me.
Yeah.
The gift of gab, I don't think I ever lost that, though.
No, I don't think you've ever lost that.
No, I'm pretty good at talking to people. In fact, sometimes I think I talk too much.
No.
Okay, don't answer that. Okay.
Right.
What we're going to do right now, so everybody on who's called in is actually a friend of mine. Some I have not met, but it's, in real life, like Marie from France and Andy,
right.
Rocket Up Radio admin in UK. I can't just go teleport to these people.
No.
Unfortunately. I wish I could, like the Nightcrawler from X-Men. That would be amazing. If I had his powers, I would rob a bank.
Would you?
Because I can get away with it.
Well.
I know it's not morally right, but they rob people anyways. The banks.
Oh, I see. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
I'd rob
yes.
a bank.
Yeah, you'd rob a bank?
I would, if I had his powers. Anyways, I have the magical power of calling Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham.
And, yeah, every guest is very special. And this lady I actually met in Tuscumbia, Alabama, at the Alabama Hall of Fame last year. And what a memorable event that was. And what a lovely lady. And we're going to talk to her right now. Okay, very lovely. Yeah. Actually, you probably would appreciate this a lot too. So come say hello.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Husband's pretty funny guy too. Hello, Heather Ann Langley. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Team Rocket Up says hello. You know Sheriff D. This is Karmic Kennetha. We're not from the Mississippi, but I'm from the Mississauga. And she's close enough, Oakville, but we wanted to say hello to you. And
Awesome.
yes, so full disclosure to everybody, the millions of people listening to this broadcast, I met this lady last year. I was Facebook friends with her for a little while, but I actually got a chance to meet her last year. And it was fun to hang out with you. And your husband's a hoot. I really enjoyed. Not that I didn't.
I'm sorry, I can't be on screen. I'm literally trying to finish up Christmas orders.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, before we get into Blackberry Smoke, you run this lovely business called Plectrum Heaven. So I was saying, last year when I met her, I didn't ask her to. She did this all by herself, which was really lovely. She gave me a pic that she made with pieces of the plane crash of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
I did.
Wow.
She has this, Kennetha, she has this wonderful business. You got to check this out. Where she builds these guitar picks. She makes rings out of guitar strings from cool bands, whatever.
Oh, that's what you were just talking about.
Yeah, I was talking to Michael Allman about her, and now I'm talking to this lady.
Okay.
You have to check out her
stuff.
stuff.
On the Lynyrd Skynyrd Monument board for several years.
Yeah.
And that's how I got on the board, was they found my music jewelry and asked me, could I make jewelry from the wreckage to help raise funds to build the monument?
That's
and
awesome.
That's how that came about. I'm not on the monument board anymore. I did resign when I started working with Les Paul from start to finish. But I do still do my donations to the monument fund.
So, okay. Let's talk about your business before we get back into Blackberry Smoke, which we were supposed to talk about. So how long have you been doing this gig for? I'm very curious to know.
So my mom was a blacksmith. I've actually been doing this since I was about 11 years old.
Wow.
And I was a pediatric nurse for 18 years.
Wow.
And when my fretboard guitar bracelet went viral in 2018, I quit my nursing job.
It went viral. I did not know you then. So,
yeah, you didn't.
No, I did not. So what does that mean? Like, I guess viral means like went out.
I was making jewelry. I'd always been making jewelry. I ended up making a fretboard bracelet. It has guitar strings in it. The frets and the fret markers are all realistically spaced. And a guitar accessory company invited me to NAMM in Anaheim, California in 2018. And it just went from there.
And then you've managed to actually transition to this as your full-time business now, right?
My full-time gig, yes. And I'm actually able to care for my 2 children. My oldest daughter has cerebral palsy.
Oh.
My mother lives with us, and she just finished treatment for breast cancer a little over 2 years ago. So I'm able to work from home and still take care of my family. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's been great.
That's really impressive.
Yes.
Really impressive. Great. Congratulations to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You know, I can tell you this from one small business owner to another, Heather. It's not an easy gig working for yourself. I don't know in your world if it's feast or famine. That kind of happens with me a little bit. But, you know, there's good things about running your own business. But then there's some sucky stuff like paperwork. I hate paperwork.
Yeah, the paperwork sucks. Doing your own taxes for your own business sucks.
But not getting fired is awesome. I've been fired so many times.
Setting your own hours and being there, you know, when I'm able to care for my children and my mother, you know, without having to ask permission to do so.
Yes.
That's an amazing thing too. So
good for you.
Yeah, it's been great.
Pretty impressive.
I'm sorry, I'm working on a honeycomb ring, and you have to literally individually inlay each little tiny piece of stone.
No worries. I wanted to ask you about when did you first hear about Blackberry Smoke?
2016, 2017.
Yeah, so it's been a while, right? Okay.
Yes.
And do you remember maybe the first song that you heard and how it made you feel?
Probably was One Horse Town.
Yeah. That is a great song.
I almost bet you money that's the first song I heard, because that's the first one that like sticks out.
Yes. I remember talking to I think at Alabama about them. I remember you saying that those lyrics really connected to you. But did you grow up in Birmingham?
Yeah. Well, I actually grew up in Hayden, which is about 30 minutes north of Birmingham.
Is that a small one horse town?
it's a one horse no stoplight town. So yeah.
So okay, so maybe it's possibly because you grew up there. Maybe you felt connected to the lyrics.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That's
exactly. Yeah.
that's cool. You know what would be awesome if somehow, some way, you were able to get strings from Blackberry Smoke.
So that would be amazing. I actually tried to work on that about a year ago when I found out the drummer's going through.
Yes.
Okay, and then his daughter had the brain cancer.
Yes.
And I didn't have the right connections, and I guess that's why it never happened. But his daughter has a fund.
Mm-hmm. Lana Turner
she
Fund.
had brain cancer. Yeah, she had the brain cancer too, the same kind. And I was gonna do the donations to her fund.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would have been a good one.
Just like I do with the Leonard Skinner stuff, a donation goes to the monument. Just like with the Les Paul stuff, a donation goes to the Boston Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to do a donation to, I can't remember what it's called. Is it Lena's Fund?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to do that. That never worked out. But I understand, her dad ended up really sick and things just didn't happen. But that would be amazing to get strings or drumsticks or...
I think I might be able to, so there's no guarantee, but a special...
That would be great. If you could might's great for me.
Well, a special lady was supposed to call in, Charlie Starr's mom, who I'm quite friendly with.
Okay.
I actually mailed her a decorated ukulele painted by my wife as a Christmas present a couple years ago out of, she actually found me on Facebook. I was like, what? I was so honored.
Yeah.
But anyways, I am very friendly with her. There might be a possibility that she could help again, maybe, perhaps.
That would be awesome. And like I said, when I do something like that, I even work with the Frank Foster Band, and Frank Foster Band didn't want their percentage from the guitar string use, the drumstick use. They wanted their percentage to go to this young boy who is a friend. He's a child of a friend of the band, and he was 18 years old, was in a head-on collision. He's been going through hell for the past, I think, 3 or 4 years.
Oh, man.
So when I do, Topher Peterson or Frank Foster or any of those guys, their percentage goes to the GoFundMe for that young child. And so my business is not just strictly music jewelry. It also helps others.
That's great. Well,
yeah.
Definitely, I spend a lot of time thinking about businesses and how unique or how generic they are. And it appears that you have something really special.
Yes,
So keep on keeping on, really. Last question
is, did you have fun when you were in Alabama?
No, these people are not fun at all. It was so, of course I had fun.
That's bullshit.
Heather, I think about Alabama almost daily. I think about all the cast of characters that I met, whether it be my friend Humble Howard or,
Oh my God, Howard's my buddy, dude.
Well, I guess you saw the picture of me blackout drunk at 10 o'clock in the morning on our friend Nikki's bed. I think that was...
I got messages and I got pictures of you laying with the dogs in the bed.
I couldn't control myself.
I got some cool stories from that shit.
So when I got picked up from Ronnie, her husband, obviously, when I went to visit Alabama, I was like a little dog. Like I was at the passenger side with my tongue wagging, like I'm looking at all this beautiful scenery that I don't get here in Mississauga. And
here I am, sorry.
Yeah, and then as soon as I got to the place at 10 o'clock in the morning, I was so excited, and I met Howard, and we just started drinking, and one shot turned to 10, and we were butchering Bishop Gunn and Blackberry Smoke songs drunk, and yeah, he passed out, and I passed out, and he lost a shoe, and it was
I think the first message I got from Nikki was, Howard's shoe's gone. Was it Howard or Jeff?
Jeff wasn't, no, I met him that first time there.
Whose shoe was missing?
Howard.
Jeff was passed out in the yard.
What?
Howard's shoe was missing, and you were asleep in the bed with the dogs.
Asleep. I was passed out at 10 o'clock.
You were passed out in the bed with the dogs.
So much fun. So yes, I had so much fun in Alabama. I think about you guys all the time. I'm now flirting with the idea of going to Mississippi, but I'll be back. I will be back one day and maybe bring my daughter.
Where you're at now? How cold is it in Canada?
You know what? Not any snow on the ground where I'm at, but Canada's big. Right near Toronto, I'm outside of Toronto, no snow, none.
I was just curious. It's been like 65 here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
We had 50 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday.
Yeah, they're on the Fahrenheit. We're on Celsius. Yeah, but that's okay. Anyways.
You wake up in the morning and you need like long johns and a jacket and a coat and a hat and gloves.
Not right now, but
time you're sweating your ass off.
Not so much right now, but it's fixing to get pretty cold these days. But right now it's beautiful. I can't. This is best Christmas present ever. I hate snow. I hate winter unless it's Johnny or Edgar winter. That's what I tell people.
I love snow because we never get snow.
Well, but it snows in Mississippi. Our friend Tom Scarborough showed me a picture of Natchez, and it was snowing. Like I'm like, what? I didn't think it was possible.
It snowed here.
Ah, okay.
And we just moved into this house last year, and we have like a driveway that's like a 90-degree angle. And me and my 10-year-old have been waiting on it to snow. We have an air mattress on standby. We're going to use as a sled.
Nice. I remember meeting your boy, Max. What a nice kid. Last question. How important is Blackberry Smoke to Southern rock? Southern music.
Very important.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
I would put them up there with, do you know of the Georgia Thunderbolts?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
I love them probably just about as much as I do the Georgia Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Where else would I put them? I had their autographed photo on my shop wall. I don't know what that means to you, but it means a lot to me.
Well, that's great. I think the thing is with the Southern rock is, and again, this is like maybe the third time saying this, just rock and roll in general. Same thing with Georgia Thunderbolts. We need bands that can play their instruments, that can write rock songs, because rock music today is being sissified and watered down, and it's just not good. And you know what? I talk to rock fans all the time, and you probably know that. And we all hate the radio, and we're all tired of this garbage. So, you know.
And just for the record, I have guitar strings from you.
Yes.
Wayward Saints.
There we go. I can't wait
We're going to make some jewelry with your shit. I got to send you some certificates to sign, by the way.
Of course. I'll do anything I can to help you in your business. Anything I can. I'm going to
send you your percentage, or if you want it to go to a charity, we'll do that.
Of course,
too.
To a charity percentage. No. Exactly. Don't worry about that.
Perfect.
I'm going to dedicate a song, one of your favorites, One Horse Town, to you.
Yeah.
I would love to see more of Birmingham. I watch videos of Alabama almost every day, and I'm not kidding. So I got a chance to see all kinds of stuff, and I wish I spent a little bit more time there. And I can't wait to see you in the near future, but it's going to be a little while, okay?
Birmingham's great. You have to come back.
Oh yeah, I got to see more. I got to let you go, but I'm going to dedicate a song to you. Okay, and I'm going to send you maybe one more contact. I'm going to try to get you some Blackberry Smoke strings, okay?
Perfect.
So you say hello to that husband?
I will do the donation to the Lana Turner Fund?
I think so.
The drummer's daughter?
Yeah.
Or whatever they want the donation to go to.
Let's see what kind of magic I can work, okay?
That'd be great.
I'm not Santa, I just kind of dress like him once in a while. But have yourself a lovely day.
I was the Grinch for the Christmas parade.
I should be the Grinch. I hate Christmas. I hate Christmas unless I host a Blackberry Smoke show. Anyways, say hello to your husband for me, okay? Wonderful guy, okay? And you take care.
Hello.
Yes. Merry Christmas, okay?
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
Okay. She's got a wonderful stuff. You got to check out Plectrum Heaven on Facebook Land.
That's a wonderful, wonderful thing she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great. And there's a lot of special friends in the music world that you meet. And, you know, Blackberry Smoke and, to a lesser extent, Bishop Gunn, which is a band that I love, helped me make friends with all these people. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for Bishop Gunn, I wouldn't have met Heather.
Ah.
Yeah, because they're from Mississippi, and, you know, they played a lot through Mississippi, Alabama, and yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about Georgia. Here's a band called Blackberry Smoke, and we're going to hear a song, and this goes out to Heather. Again, please check out Plectrum Heaven. If you like to look cool, and you should, you will not be disappointed with her work.
On Facebook?
Check it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Smash that like button, yo. You got to check it out. Place an order. It's good. She's very, very busy. All right. So let's get into, and I love this song too, One Horse Town. and then we're going to come back, and I think we have time for one more call in. All right, here we go. Can you believe 3 hours is already like almost up?
There we go. I have it up on Facebook, Plectrum Heaven.
There you go.
Very cool.
Very cool
yes,
stuff.
People, you do want to
check this out for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, and let's check out this Blackberry Smoke song. I love it. Here we go. One Horse Town.
In a tiny town where I come from, you grew up doing what your daddy does, and you don't ask questions, you do it just because. You don't climb too high or dream too much. With a whole lot of work and a little bit of luck, you can wind up right back where your daddy was. This little bitty town, it ain't nothing new. We all stick around, 'cause they all tell us to. Swallow your pride, just to make your family proud. If I didn't think that it would shut the whole place down, one horse town. Yeah, this one horse town. I'm an old married man at the age of 23. Got two little boys on the baseball team, and that might be their only ticket out. All they got is a worn out name and a daddy around, 'cause they all tell us to. Swallow your pride, just to make your family proud. If I didn't think that it would shut the whole place down, I'd ride my pony right out of this one horse town. Yeah, this one horse town. Oh yeah. This little bitty town. Oh yeah, it ain't nothing new. We all stick around, 'cause they all tell us to. Swallow your pride, just to keep your family proud. If I didn't think that it would shut the whole thing down, I'd saddle that one horse and ride him right out of this town.
What a beautiful song.
Absolutely.
Okay, that was a beautiful song. Speaking of beautiful, I'm going to be calling a friend of mine. I've known this guy for years now, because he knows I'm a big Allman fan. He found me on Facebook. Again, another Rockin' Up Miracle. I really like this guy. And he plays in a band called Live at the Fillmore.
Oh, super album.
Yeah, so big Allman's nerd for sure. But I
Yeah.
got a chance to, because he wanted to call in, and I wanted to test out the audio, so I actually called him. And I actually called him a couple days ago and tested out the audio, and everything worked. And here we are for the second time, Lou Maresca. Oh my God! And he got all spiffed up just for me. I guess he must have been told that he's going on a radio show.
No, actually, I told you I'm naked from the waist down.
Oh, that's lovely.
Okay, well, on that note, I'm leaving.
Hey, Lou, Team Rocket Up says hello and salutes you. This is Karmic Kennetha, a special friend of mine. We're here in the Mississauga area, a suburb of Toronto. I don't know if you've ever been to Canada. Have you ever been to Canada with your band?
Oh, no, not with the band.
Okay.
They won't let us in because I had a DUI.
Okay. Those are not fun. Yeah, they're not fun. But I guess you just haven't had the right opportunity to come up.
Love to come up.
Yeah. Well, I would love to personally hang out with you, but I know our paths are going to cross somewhere in the near future. So for those who aren't familiar with Lou, and I didn't know this, you're actually quite chummy with Michael Allman. I guess I shouldn't be surprised about that. But Lou, you play in an Allman Brothers band, a tribute band. You don't actually play in the Allmans. That would be amazing. But amazingly enough, you play in a tribute band, and you've been doing it for how many years now?
I formed the band in 2009.
Wow. Amazing.
All together now.
Okay.
So it's 14 years.
Wonderful. It's live at the Fillmore. You got to check that out. Anybody who's listening to this, check this out. I've heard lots of clips from you guys and very legit. And you are the Dwayne Allman of the band, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Right on. Yeah. Now, before we get into the Blackberry Smoke, what we're really going to talk about, I am curious to know, we didn't talk about this before, but a couple things. When you do Allman songs, do you do all the same arrangements?
We play the music as exact to the original as possible.
Right. So no for no.
You know, there's a lot of dissent about this. We get comments from other Allman Brothers cover bands that I have to say I think it comes from just the fact that they want to be where we are, because we're pretty much acknowledged as the number one.
Okay.
And they say, well, you know, playing the music exactly is not in the spirit of the Allman Brothers band. But that is absolutely not the truth of the matter. I mean, the Allman Brothers band, I saw the band from 1970 on, and they would develop their songs over a period of time where the arrangements and the parts took shape over time to where it became a composition. It was not an improvisational solo kind of material. You could hear the same elements in everything that they played from night to. If you went to hear the band 3 times in a week, you would hear the same elements in their solos every night. And that's really the difference between them and a band like the Grateful Dead, which I worked with for many years. The Dead, you never knew what you were going to get. If they walked up on stage, it was all according to what was in their head, literally and figuratively, that night. You just didn't know, and it could be anything. But the Allman Brothers band, it was like what Greg said. Greg Allman said, "We're not a jam band. We're a band that jams." And the songs had structure. They always had mileposts. They would get from one to another, and the solos really were highly orchestrated over a period of time. And if you studied the music of the band, you could hear that. I've argued this with a lot of people for a long time, and they just don't want to listen. But I said, look, those solos were not solos. Dwayne in particular was very, very specific about what he wanted to play. And even like Bobby Whitlock, who played with him in Derek and the Dominoes, said the difference between Eric Clapton and Dwayne was Eric was very freeform. He would go off and play whatever he felt in the moment. But Dwayne Allman was very precise about formulating what he was going to play.
Interesting.
In advance. And he would work on it and work on it and work on it, reform it, and get it to the point where he really, that's what he wanted to present. And that was the difference, in my mind.
Okay, so I have a good question. The transitions from almonds to, well, what we're supposed to talk about, Blackberry Smoke. So, have you heard their cover of Midnight Rider?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your thoughts? I thought it was very close to the original. What is your thoughts? Was it good?
Cheers.
Cheers. What is your thoughts? What are your honest thoughts?
I think they did a great. I think they did a great job of it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they took a little bit of poetic license, but that's okay because they're Blackberry Smoke. They're not a tribute band.
No.
I mean, for me, the hallmark of a tribute band is when somebody goes to see you, they want to forget that you're not the Allman Brothers Band. They want to think that they're going to see the Allman Brothers Band. When you go to see Blackberry Smoke play Midnight Rider, which we didn't do last night because I couldn't sing it. We came off 3 shows in Buffalo, Syracuse, and Rochester. And we were playing outside of Philadelphia last night. And I said to the audience, I said, I can't do it. So I'm going to turn it over to our keyboard player, Jeff Quattro, and let him sing the songs that I would normally sing tonight. But I think Blackberry Smoke did a great job of covering that song. And it's the difference between covering a song and being a tribute
Absolutely.
to the band and the song. If you're a tribute band, you want to reproduce the song exactly the way the original band did. Like Led Zeppelin. There are bands that play the music of Led Zeppelin. And I think friends of mine have a Led Zeppelin tribute band called Get the Lead Out.
Yeah.
And they play it exact to the recordings. There's other bands like Zoso that present it as a live show, as a tribute band. And that's great. But there's a different approach to it. And for me, I just think that people that go to see a tribute band want to hear it and forget that it's not you up there. They want to think that it's the original band playing for them.
Here's a question for you, and I think you'll have a fun one answering this, and I'm going to have a fun one doing the same as well too. And I think I talked a little bit with Michael about this, but I will get deeper with you. If there were songs for Blackberry Smoke to cover of the Allmans that they might have or might not have, what do you think that they should try? What Allman songs do you think they should... now, they don't need to make a whole career of doing that. They already did a wonderful job with Midnight Rider. I believe they cover Blue Sky every once in a while. But what song do you think that the Smoke should absolutely cover from...
I think as an original band, if they give homage, if you will, to the Allman Brothers Band with Midnight Rider, that's good enough. Because when they go out, people that go to see Blackberry Smoke want to hear Blackberry Smoke. They don't want to hear Blackberry Smoke play the music of the Allman Brothers Band.
I know.
When they come to hear live at the Fillmore,
they want to hear the Allman.
They want to hear the music of the Allman Brothers.
Of course. But I'm just talking about it in a fantasy world. Okay, so I'll answer that question. The one that I just posed to you. If I had it my way and I was in a room with them and I was going to say, like, you, Charlie, you play Allman Brothers. This is the song I want. I'm going to go with In Memory of Elizabeth Reed.
I'd have to think of a Greg Allman vocal song that Charlie could sing.
Come and Go Blues.
Here's what I would say. I would say they would open up with the first track of the first album, the Allman Brothers Band, with Don't Want You No More, which was the Allman Brothers replay of a British invasion song by the, oh God, I'm blanking out here.
How much did you have to drink?
I had a couple. I had a couple.
Okay.
Spencer Davis Group. It was the Spencer Davis Group. Don't Want You No More. And that leads into Not My Cross to Bear.
I love that song. That would be a good song.
If I was going to say to Charlie Starr and the guys, in Blackberry Smoke, if you guys want to do another Allman Brothers tribute, open up with the first 2 tracks of their first album.
Yeah, I personally would love to hear their take on Come and Go Blues. In memory of Elizabeth Reed would be a lot of fun, especially now that they have a percussion. No, okay.
I got to tell you, the instrumental songs by the Allman Brothers Band, I would tell them, I'm not sure that's where you want to go with it.
How about Soulshine?
Because we'll blow them away.
Okay, maybe. What about Soulshine?
Soulshine is a song that everybody asks us to play.
Do you do it?
And we don't do it.
Because it's not the original Allmans.
Well, no. We have done it before. It's just not one of those songs that really speaks to me personally.
My God.
It's not one of the original members' songs.
Yeah, true. That is true.
I'm a traditionalist.
Yeah.
It's a Warren song.
It is a Warren song. Mm-hmm. Right. So. Yeah. Fair enough. You are right. I guess I can understand why your band wouldn't play that one. I got that.
Michael Allman does it though.
Yeah,
all the time.
So good.
It's a great song, and we have done it. And seriously, we will do it again if people ask us to play it. We'll play it. Like last night, we had a show. You can tell my voice is shot. People were asking for requests, and I changed the whole set list just because people were asking, well, can you play this? Can you play that? I said, well, we weren't planning on doing that tonight. But I said, look, you're here. You want to hear that song. We're going to play that song for you.
Well, yeah. I think they would do a pretty good version, but I don't know. Anyways, okay, Mr. Lou, we have to wrap things up, but I'm going to dedicate a special song to you. Let me think. We are going to dedicate a song called "Shake Your Magnolia" off the album "Little Piece of Dixie." Just for you, okay? Thank you so much. It was really nice to getting to know you a little bit over the last couple of days. I hope that one day we actually get a chance. I should see you play in upstate New York one of these days. So lastly...
I hope you come out to a show.
One day.
Aaron, it's great to do this with you.
It'd be fantastic. So lastly, before you leave, plug the band one more time. Where do we find you on the internet?
Live at the Fillmore. We're going to be... oh, my God. We're going to be at... Gem and Java in Washington, D.C., Vienna, Virginia, on the 26th of December. Then we go to Tin Pan in Richmond, Virginia. And then we're at Ram's Head on Stage in Annapolis, Maryland. That show is almost sold out. There's only a couple of tickets left. So if you want to go, get them soon. And the last show of the year is at the Living Room and Cricket Cafe outside of Philadelphia in Ardmore, Pennsylvania.
Right on. Okay, Mr. Lou, we're going to head on out. I'm going to dedicate Up in Smoke to you, and then I'm going to play... Well, I think that we'll do probably less talking and more rocking. We're going to play a song called I'll Keep Rambling. This is a wonderful song. So anyways, you take care. We'll definitely get a chance to meet up somewhere in the near future. I have long life ahead of me, and I definitely plan on meeting you one of these days. You take care, my friend.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers out to Charlie Starr and the rest of Blackberry Smoke.
Right on, man. Take care.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so here we are. We have, good Lord, 15 minutes left. So we got to play some tunes right now. So here's Up in Smoke, and I'll Keep Rambling. Then we're going to come back, say goodbye, and Kennetha's going to choose a song that means a lot to her. All right, here we go. Rock it up.
the road. We got a long way to go now. Up in smoke, down in flames, jump on board, rolling like a freight train. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, boogie on down to the redneck backbeat. Throw down, it's a hillbilly hoedown. Light up, we can go all night now. Come on, y'all, ain't no joke. Watch the world go up in smoke. Get down to the front row. Sure hope your boyfriend ain't looking. He won't get hurt by what he don't know. He don't know, I know, and you know. I got some plans for you, baby. Everywhere we go, everywhere we've been, leave a trail of ashes and a trail of sin. Pack up the gear, let's hit the road. We got a long way to go now. Up in smoke, down in flames, jump on board, rolling like a freight train. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, boogie on down to the redneck backbeat. Throw down, it's a hillbilly hoedown. Light up, we can go all night now. Come on, y'all, ain't no joke. Watch the world go up in smoke. Oh, yeah. Come on up. Everywhere we go, everywhere we've been, leave a trail of ashes and a trail of sin. Pack up the gear, let's hit the road. We got a long way to go now. Up in smoke, down in flames, jump on board, rolling like a freight train. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, boogie on down to the redneck backbeat. Throw down, it's a hillbilly hoedown. Light up, we can go all night now. Come on, y'all, ain't no joke. Watch the world go up in smoke. Ah, watch 'em now.
All right, we are back, and there is 6 minutes left. Can you believe this show? We've been here for about 3.5 hours, and really, I realize now this needs to be like a 5-hour event. Next year, there's just so many songs that we have to play, so many more call-ins, and I can't possibly, bring them all on the phone. It's very, very hard. Kennetha, before I say goodbye, I want you to look through the Blackberry Smoke collection that I have and find a song that we're going to finish up with. But I have to say a special friend to my Joyzy girl friend, out of New Jersey, Karen O'Toole. Because of Blackberry Smoke, I met her, and I was actually in Jersey earlier this year, and we made it a point to meet up, and she's a lovely person, as is our friend Donna West, and she's got a very lovely husband, Brian O'Toole, and very happy to have met them in Howell, New Jersey. They went out of their way, took like maybe 2 hours one way to come up to Howell, but we got a chance to meet, and that was another Blackberry Smoke miracle. Karen, lovely lady. Our other friend, Karen Costantini, who lives in Alaska, is also another lovely lady. So I owe a lot to Blackberry Smoke because I made a lot of friends because of them. We have to get out of here. And I have to go have dinner. I haven't eaten anything since like 12, and I'm, believe it or not, getting a little hungry. So what are we gonna what are we gonna finish off the show with? Which really should be 5 hours. I know that now. This has to be longer next year. But what are we going to finish off with?
I'm going to go to the Whippoorwill album. And, I introduced some people yesterday.
Oh, we have to. I know where we're going with this.
Okay, I introduced some people yesterday to Blackberry Smoke. They had not heard of them. And you've played you've played One Horse Town and Ain't Much Left of Me. So that
No, we didn't play Ain't Much Left of Me.
Did we?
No, we
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
I thought
Well,
that's where we're headed.
Yeah,
No?
we can do that. But I played Whippoorwill to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they said one of them said it sounds like Pink Floyd meets the band, and I thought that's really cool.
Yeah,
so,
I never heard that. That makes sense. I'm a musician. I know that song really well, the chord, and the verse has a very home again thing going on, right?
So
that's the Pink Floyd part.
Ain't Much Left of Me is like the number one song. I would think you would want to end with that. But, Whippoorwill's not a bad one if you want to listen to it with that
Okay, you are my
idea.
guest. You are my guest. Which one would you prefer?
Oh, you have to do Ain't Much Left of Me.
Are you sure? That's what your heart is telling you, or is that what Darren, the obnoxious host of the show, is telling you?
It's what my heart is telling me, because it too is the first song that I ever heard of Blackberry Smoke.
And let me tell you something, friends. Kennetha, Karmic Kennetha, has a beautiful heart, and I'm very proud to call her friend and admin. And she does some great work for me for the page, Rockin' Up Radio. So if you like this kind of stuff, check out the page, because there's all kinds of cool rock posting there, and it's on fire. And Kennetha's a wonderful lady, a great admin, a great co-host. And
thank you.
Fun fact, I asked her if she might be willing to take this over, because I had to retire from this weekly show.
Yes.
But a lot was going on at the time, and probably right now. But anyways, yeah, you'd make a good radio show host, I think.
Well, thank you very much.
I think so. You can hang with me anytime I do this. So every couple
Awesome.
months I'll be back here. But I think this is going to be a once-a-year thing. I host this Christmas radio show.
I think so.
For the fans, because I'm a fan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Absolutely.
All right, well, there ain't much time left on the show,
No.
and there ain't much left of me to go any further. So we're going to hear this one song, and then we're going to finish this off. So thank you, everybody.
Sing loudly. Everybody,
Yes.
everybody from Australia to France to England that we've spoken to, sing loudly, and maybe the world can hear us.
And rock it up. We're going to finish off strong with a beautiful song, arguably their most important one,
I
Ain't
think
Much
so.
Left of Me. Okay, beautiful song. Here we go to end the show. Rock it up. Hello, Brother Freebird, Murray Gordon in
My
Australia.
fall from grace was a sight to see. Good turn to bad and bad turn to misery. I found out what it is and what it's not. And all I asked for sure ain't what I got now. Well, I've been rained on real hard and put up with. Dance with the devil till I'm in bed. Took all I got and there ain't much left of me. I've been knocked down, drug out and left for dead. Barely held together by a few old threads. Hey, I'm still here. There ain't much left to see, no. Well, I'm still holding on and there ain't much left of me, no. Thought that I'd hit bottom, but I ain't there yet. But you'd be surprised at how low a man can get. I watched all them dreams slip through my hands. Now I'm getting fall from grace was a sight to see. Nobody even cared what became of me. Do I have to get down on my knees and ask the Lord above, have mercy, please? Well, I've been rained on real hard and put up with, danced with the devil till I'm in it, took all I got and there ain't much left of me. I've been knocked down, drug out and left for dead, barely held together by a few old threads. Hey, I'm still here, there ain't much left to see, no. Well, I'm still holding on. Well, there ain't much left to me now.
Oh, there ain't much left to me.
I said there ain't much left to me now. Yeah, well, there ain't much left to me.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a lovely evening. The show should be recorded. We are out. Take care.